The following podcast contains naughty language and ridiculous situations. Listener discretion is advised.
2024 is almost behind us, and we here at Trick or Treat Radio, at least from my perspective, are sad to see it go. For this year has been one of the best years in horror history. Horror has grabbed an Oscar, revealed a body horror film so grotesque it would make David Cronenberg cream in his pants, and has kicked a star comic books franchise out on its grease-painted ass from the top spot to become the first legitimate independent gore film to hit #1 at the box office, with plenty of points in between to cover a wide array of topics. Independent horror has hit a big stride, folk horror has made a huge presence, and even the big Hollywood jackoffs have come across a couple of times, and not even with original material yet. Yes, 2024 was a beast for horror, and it looks like 2025 is going to be a real monster. And welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome to episode 648 of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is the world's most dangerous podcast and is recorded in front of an undead studio audience here at Castle Wolfenstein. Also, the lair of lost swag within the Raven Chateau. It's got a little glow up. Also, Casa de -0. And from the Great White North, we have our boy Rocky, a.k.a. No Man, a.k.a. Green Sativa. I'm sure there's about 10 other a.k.a.s that I can't mention on this show. But
a.k.a. Defendant #1.
Hey, man, Ixnay on the out and loud in me, man.
Cool.
Actually, it's cool.
Yeah. We both got it wrong, apparently. Little Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Oh,
No way.
Aw, MZ. What are you holding, MZ? MZ's got to get a little putty tat.
oh, come and pet the pussy.
Is that April?
Yep, it is.
Nice.
She's got a pretty face.
Oh, she's a cat.
She's 90% wet spot. I mean G-spot rather, and she would let you know.
Hey.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Take it easy over there, Smurfette.
Smurf. How festive is it over there in Smurftown?
So Raven Shadow has gone from being directed by J.J. Abrams to now like it almost
James
looks like a
Cameron.
security camera. Or James Cameron, there you go. Or it looks like a security camera.
With the-
It's like
the heavy metallic blue going
yeah,
on.
heavy
It's,
like
it's
good
the
quality.
visitors area at the local lockup.
You know what you got to do, Raven
Come on,
Shadow?
it's my phone time.
You just need a white balance.
There's so much that can be said right there.
In 2025, we definitely need a white balance, I assure you, because way too many Caucasians already in 2025.
Well-
but no, thank you for noticing.
Go ahead.
I got a Chromebook.
Well, that explains the color. You're the color of chrome, basically.
Is it me?
You tried to be Destro.
You know what? I need to
Dear
get
Johnny Wolfenstein.
I need to get as festive as Raven Shadow tonight, so hold up.
Gandalf.
A stoner arrives precisely when he fucking wants to.
Okay, keep your secrets.
So we are joined by Rocky, and he's going to hang out for the duration of the episode. And Rocky he's got a little treat for the listeners out there a little bit later. Is there any?
Yeah, I brought my magic pipe.
Well, is that too? We know you're always bringing your magic pipe.
Mm.
Yeah, this is a different kind of pipe, though.
I did bring a treat, and I don't even have to take off my pants. So, because it's quite chilly.
Yeah, good.
Here in
Sick
the
of those
library.
fun size bars.
I did. There's somebody special in your viewership that's going to get called out for being a certain type of person. So
Whoa.
when the time comes, I do have a few things to say about your
A certain type of
co-hosts and
person?
your listeners. And you, huh?
A certain type of person? Does
Yeah.
this go back to the Raven Shadow's white balance?
No, but now that you bring it up, we need to address the honky in the room. but no, honestly, I brought along a little something that was a gift for somebody in particular, but I felt like it's all because of kind of this stupid ass fucking show you guys do every week anyway. So yeah, I brought along a little tunage with a message for the folks out there at the end of the holidays here and the start of a new year.
Oh.
Yeah, looking forward to that. So I haven't even had a chance to give it a listen yet. I wanted to be first time listen with everyone else. So we'll do that in a little bit. But tonight we are doing the last episode of 2024. It is the last December double feature Cram Jam. Well, actually, let me correct myself. It's not technically it is the last episode of 2024 because on the 1st we will release our year-end show. But in a way, it summarizes the year in film for us. So I guess it could count as a 2024 episode that comes out on 2025. However you want to put it, though.
Just pretend it's one long New Year's Eve from now until New Year's Day.
Well, I think from midnight till New Year's Eve, it's going to be one long party for Raven Shadow, right, Raven Shadow?
Oh, baby, I am off, dude. I just got to go.
Did you put in
to
your
the
pay?
shop.
Wait, did you put in your pay time off?
PTO is flowing, dog.
Your what do you call it? You don't call it PTO, don't you? Call it something else?
No, it's ET. Earn time.
Earn time. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, phone home, motherfucker.
Eddie Torres.
E.T. Torres, the empty testicle.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking MZ coming with the hand gestures. Fantastic.
You got the
Guys, I'm gonna
face
have to go
too.
watch that
Holy
movie.
shit. Oh man. So tonight it is the final December double feature Cram Jam, the final show of 2024, and we are wrapping up our year in film with 2 films. We'll be talking about Heretic and MadS. I don't know, is it MadS or is it MadS? It's one word, but the S is capitalized, so I don't know.
I consider
I
it
was-
MadS.
That's what I did too, yeah. But then I
I
saw.
was pissed off that at no point did Mickelson show up.
At first, I was like, "Why is he talking about golfers?" And then I realized what you meant.
Golfers.
Phil
How
Mickelson,
did you
I
get-
think, is a golfer.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yes. Phil
Yeah, see,
Mickelson is a
yeah,
golfer.
see,
What about Jack Nicholson?
He's a golfer too.
yeah.
Except he swings his clubs at people.
You out of your goddamn mind?
Wow. Does Raven Shadow have a new impression? That was pretty there, man. Holy shit. You
Yeah.
can put that right next to Paul Stanley and edge him out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We got the
You want to hear one of his greatest rants of all time, Jack Nicholson. Check out for what is it?
unlawful carnal knowledge.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's carnal knowledge, I meant to say.
Oh yeah.
Carnal knowledge.
I think I've
And
seen that.
he goes off on who is his wife in the Anne Margaret is his wife or his girlfriend at the time in the movie. And he goes off on her so roughly that his voice starts to crack, just naturally starts to crack. and he just lays into her because she wants to be with him, but he wants to be out in the world, and instead of sitting around watching TV all day, do something, iron a shirt, clean, do the laundry, clean the curtains on the wall, on the on the windows and shit like that. And his voice just cracks. It is hysterically funny.
MZ, were you that kid?
Carnal knowledge.
Yes, I was.
I think I've seen that, but it's been a long time ago. But it sounds, you said Anne Margaret, right? Played his
Yeah.
wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that sounds familiar as fuck.
The great Anne Margaret.
The great Anne Margaret. Listen to him.
Name one movie she was in.
Grumpy Old Men. Okay. Once you guys fucking watch it, you probably fucking lived it. You fucking...
I'm living it. What? Is that what you said?
He will
Listen
be
here,
out.
you
He will
oily
be at
mohawk.
midnight. He'll be living it.
Well, guess what? I pick magic.
All right, let me real quick. Let me catch up on the chat room, and let's see. Our pal, it's Raven Shadow Day, says light a butt with those birthday candles, Raven Shadow.
Oh yeah, baby.
We got
Is it your birthday?
at midnight.
At midnight, brother.
Oh, dude, I am so coming through this fucking screen and dry humping you in the face.
Wow. If you didn't know anybody, you'd swear it was his birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
You wait for your birthday there.
Well,
Squeaky.
in Canada, it's his birthday today. Is that how the exchange rate goes?
And we celebrate for a week.
What's that all about? We got Double D. What's up, Double D?
Speaking of brothers,
After his appearance last week, he says, "Good evening, peeps, and happy holidays."
triumphant.
Oh, Rocky's better half is hanging out, and I would agree, absolutely the better half. And Rocky's better half says, "Best one yet." That was from like 10 minutes ago. I'm not sure what it was a reference to, but also says, "Happy early birthday, Raven Shadow."
Oh, thank you, Rocky's better half. That's
You
so
know,
sweet. I did get.
I
Well, God.
I offer to come through the screen digitally like Lawnmower Man and mount your face like an alien face hugger and pound your jaw into submission, but all I had to do was type happy birthday in the chat and I would have got more response.
Probably,
the
yeah.
rocks is fine. Yeah,
On the
I
rock.
want-
Is that you? Wait, that's no. You said that to me already earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't use that again.
but Rocky didn't
What?
hear that. Wolfie.
Well, I did, and now everyone else did.
Oh fuck.
And it's Raven Shadow Day. Our pal says, "Happy Boxing Day to ya." Yeah, happy Boxing Day, Rocky. As he
see the white guy in the corner there. You think you got what I could take? Hey.
as he
Hey,
pointed
no,
out on
yeah.
the pre-show, Rocky. We invited Rocky on Boxing Day. There's something very funny about that.
Oh, Canada thing.
Yeah.
Well, a Great Britain thing too.
And
To be fair.
Marion says, "Raven Shadow, we need some warmer lights." I think what you do is you do that white balance, Raven Shadow,
Yeah.
and then
I
see
think
how
you
that
need
looks.
to. He's freezing to death. He looks like a
Your camera though is very
Iceman over there.
your camera is very responsive though. It moves very quickly. It's very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
your fluid motion.
Yeah, you're like in fucking IMAX now, where before
dude, I'm
you were
like
in like
fucking-
a you're in like
He's
a fucking
3D is what he's going to be pretty soon.
I was in like fucking Viewmaster before.
Yeah, exactly,
Now I
yeah.
got that motherfucker Interstellar prick is fucking helping me out now.
Interstellar
That
prick.
interstellar prick.
Who's
What
that
the
fucking
fuck?
guy? Nolan.
Christopher Nolan is like, yeah, he's like one of the biggest filmmakers, and he calls him that Interstellar prick. I'm surprised you didn't call him that Memento prick because you love that movie.
Which one?
I thought
Memento.
Oh,
Memento prick.
Yeah, Memento prick.
prick.
Oh, Memento prick.
Memento.
That sounds like a candy at the theater. Can I get a box of those
Memento.
prick?
Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what comes fresh as
Give me some of those Memento.
Are you singing the Mentos?
Yes,
song?
Mementos fresh and full of life.
Nothing forgets you.
Mementos fresh and full of life.
Oh man.
What was the best Mentos commercial?
Oh, the
God,
best
there's
one.
a whole
The-
bunch of them.
No. The best Mentos commercial is not a Mementos commercial.
Mementos.
It's the one. It's the one where they do. They take Frank Dukes. Bloodsport. They do the
Jean-Claude
Bloodsport
Van
thing.
Damme.
The great Jean-Claude Van Damme, JCVD. And they have like when Ghost Dog and the White Cop.
Split at the end.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Do like Bloodsport Memento. Oh, Mento.
Oh my god.
It's not even a real commercial, for Christ's sake.
I fucking said that. Well, they're not even a real sponsor.
it's like the angrier he gets, the more translucent he gets. It's like you're forcing him to fade from our dimension.
I'm like Barry Allen in Crisis.
He looks like the corpse of Jared Leto.
I know you look like you're in the afterlife in the Frighteners or something.
The corpse of Jared Leto. Ooh, I'm coming back as Skeletor. Oh, you hated me, Morbius. Oh, He-Man.
You know
I
what?
just
I
keep
think-
degrading him.
You
You know
sound
what?
like
I think if it wasn't for Raven Shadow's hair,
Thank you.
it plays as a nice border because I think otherwise his head and the wall that's behind him would blend in together.
Like Homer
So
Simpson.
it'd just be like a moving beard.
do
It
not
would
give
be able
do
to-
not give him a complex the first time using his new stuff.
That's all I see, dude. I can't help it.
You see what he's doing, Wolfie? I'm getting upset and I'm getting anxiety. I'm getting my laptop.
Good God, you're that kid in class who's like, Miss Parker, someone's chewing gum.
Wolfie, you know what he's doing.
I know, and I'm trying to cut it off in the pass here.
Separate them.
Oh, Jesus.
The corpse of Jared Leto. Oh shit! I was gonna say like three
He's got a
things and I
better-
forgot.
He's got a better dead guy job with this camera than Leto had in Morbius.
Fucking
Raven Shadow's makeup is way more believable. as Morbius.
weekend at Raven Shadows.
Michael Raven Morbius.
Let me see.
He kind of looks like the Scream face if he fucking has been out of work for 2 decades.
I'm screaming for $1. What the fuck?
Oh, Double D asks in regard to Boxing Day. He said, "Do we salute Mike Tyson or something?" I'm not sure what to do on Boxing Day.
Yeah, we all take a dive.
I mean, I want to see Raven Shadow in this picture here.
I don't even. Oh, Frighteners. I see.
Is that the great Chi McBride?
Yeah, John McBride.
John McBride.
Yeah.
Well, Double D, I tell you what, why don't you travel up here to the Great White North and I'll show you how Boxing Day is celebrated. Bring your shears and I will introduce you to the box.
Yeah. Go to Canada in the middle of winter. Bring the color back into your cheeks.
Canada.
Canada. Yeah.
I can give you, that's what happened to Raven Shadow. Raven Shadow was just up here buying some weed for me. And it's really cold up here.
Oh, I'm so shrunk right now. It's fucking not even funny.
Buying
It's cold up
weed
here,
from him
too.
in Canada. Is it illegal in Massachusetts now?
Yeah, is there 4 dispensaries literally fucking
Yeah.
10 minutes from my house? Yeah, I just missed rock.
Same thing here, dude. You can't spit out your window and not hit the side of a new dispensary.
Yeah. It's literally like the only thing there's more of than like CVS pharmacies and Dunkin' Donuts in Massachusetts now is fucking is dispensaries.
Mm. Yeah.
All right, let me
There's one in Grafton now.
There is?
See,
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. There's one in Grafton now.
All right, let me
And pretty soon
continue.
we're gonna have a McDonald's. It'll be very exciting. We're booming.
well, if you don't have the McDonald's before you get the dispensary, you're going to have a lot of unhappy
Oh, yeah.
stoners in your town.
And next year, here's the railroads coming through. It'll be very cosmopolitan. Yes. Brad have a whole new set of customers there.
Are you tired of having to go outside to shit in the winter? Well, guess what? Indoor plumbing is coming.
Very soon, Grafton. We can't wait to have it. Next year, you'll get lights.
All right, let's continue with the chat. Evil Corny says,
We
"Hey,
are.
hey guys, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. GFY, Rocky."
Oh, hey, Corny.
Yes, sir.
And
The
let's.
legend of that is about to be unveiled.
It's Raven Shadow Day says Pimento is the Weird Al version of the film Memento, and it's played by I can't remember his name, Jason something or other, who played Pimento in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He plays the character instead of Guy Pearce.
Oh, shit. And you know what? You
That's
know what
funny.
the hook is? The hook is in Memento where he has to keep writing things down because he reboots every
just-
day.
Go ahead.
At the butcher, the guy works at the butcher shop, and every day something comes in that has pimento through the center of it that shouldn't.
Oh.
Isn't
Like, you'll get
pimento
a
an
hit.
olive?
It's
Pimento
the
loaf.
yeah. Well,
Pimentos are
there's
those little things that you find in
little
Spanish
red.
olives.
Yeah,
The little
red.
guys.
Little
The
guy.
little red
Oh,
things.
That's a
can't
pimento.
get proper olives.
Anyway, I don't know
And
where that was going.
There's a
Rocky's
little guy in there.
Rocky's better half says, "Foo Fighters, Foo Fighters,
Fighters. Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and
Foo
gentlemen,
Fighters.
Foo Fighters."
I can sit and listen to him tell that story over and over and over again. It's fucking hilarious.
Evil Corny says, "I prefer the Dark Knight prick myself." Whoa!
Whoa. Whoa.
All right.
That's is there things you're trying to get out before the new
And then
year?
and then he posted a GIF afterwards that says, "That's white, really white." All right.
So is Christmas.
I think Raven's Shadow is our North Star. We just follow the
No,
brightness.
no.
I'll
Oh,
take
in that,
it in.
in that regard.
Take my hand.
No, you don't want the three wise men following this guy.
I'm your savior.
You'll be- you'll be
Remember to slow down passing through Narnia, man. They'll bust your ass.
You'll be visited tonight. You'll be visited by three spirits: Raven Shadow, Raven Shadow, and Raven Shadow.
Yeah, it's gonna be Maker's Mark.
Raven Shadow and Babe Ruth.
And what's cool is like he shows up in different garb the first two times, and the last time he shows up with the hood like Death, and then he
Oh,
flips
no,
it
no,
back.
no,
It's
no.
like, so listen, it's me again. Papaleo.
Our boy Joshua Libre is is on YouTube, and he says, "Rocky and Trick or Treat Radio, hell yeah, Force Insensitive Trick or Treat Radio mix for the holidays."
See, I didn't want to let this out, but the reason I was a little bit late getting here is fucking Double D and Joshua just dropped me off. We were down in, let's just say, South America. We'll be calling next week. But
Okay.
I love you guys. And Corny, too. Corny wasn't there, though. Somebody had to redirect the phone calls from class.
Phew.
All right, I think caught up on all the chat here. So, yeah, so we got 2 flicks to talk about. This will bring the count up to 61 movies for the year. And as MZ said, it's been a good year for film, for horror, and it's going to be very difficult. Yes, Raven Shadow.
I do kind of want to call out a friend on something.
Wait,
Last
are you changing the subject, or is it?
I thought it was a discussion podcast. Wolfie.
Yes,
I'm
it is,
sorry,
but I'm
that's fine.
actually saying something.
I'm sorry. Okay, then as you were, Wolfie, don't bash me in front of fucking Joshua Lee.
I'm not
That's cool, though.
I'm not bashing you. I was literally talking. I was trying to move the show forward, as Rocky
thought you
says. Like
Don't
I'm the
put
one.
me into you guys.
No,
fight. I'm
earlier.
sitting here being
Do
quiet,
something,
man.
and you're making
Rocky-
sure it doesn't happen.
Rocky sent me. I am saying, Raven Shadow, we need you. Save the show. Wolfie's
Let me see.
off the
Let me
rails.
see. Show me.
That's a fucking lie.
What are you fucking? You Hugh Grant from Heretic?
Hang on, let me just text it. What?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, never mind. You
Yeah,
can
it's
do your
right
thing
here.
in 1 sec. You can do. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Hold it close. Hold it close. Hold it still.
He's not gonna hold on.
All right. So
Right there.
I was gonna say it's been a great year in horror. 61 films. And then Raven Show's like, Wolfie, I gotta tell Rocky something.
You know, fuck him, Raven Shadow. Let's me and you go over here. Meet me at the phone. I'll be over here.
Yeah,
Leave
come
the
on.
phone.
We'll do our own podcast over here.
Yeah.
If
You're
you
gonna
guys
get-
are sick of Wolfie's shit, man, you can join us
Yeah.
at www.fuckwolfie.com.
fuck Woofy.
Yeah, it's called Trick or Fuck Wolfie podcast.
Trigger fuck Wolfie.
Which one would you choose, Raven Shadow?
It's fucking cold over here, Wolfie. I'm turning blue.
It's turning violet.
I need something. I need something to warm myself up.
You are turning into the corpse, Jared Leto.
I'm gonna send you some used condoms in the mail. What do you think of that?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Well, I'll get them in about 2 years then, right?
Marion's gonna help me.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, wait, what?
Dawn of the Dead?
All right. Speaking of mail, this will be a transition, and then Raven Shadow, you can do your thing. Okay. So I wanted to mention I got cards in the mail from a couple folks, and I don't check the mail often. I think I check it like once a week. So I got them like just a few days ago. But Raven Shadow, Ollie, and Marion sent a nice card with a fun little Photoshop work from Marion. And what was it from Raven Shadow? What were it's from True Romance, right?
True Romance. Yep. With Clarence in Alabama.
Yep.
In the movie theater.
Yep.
So very, very classy, very, very nice. I appreciate that. And
did you get from True Romance? Did you get the stationery reference where it said "You'll so cool," like you're so cool from the bathroom?
I don't remember that.
Thank
But
you.
I did see it on the card. I didn't know what. I thought you were just making some.
Heart, dude. The man's already freezing to death, and that's some basement you got him stuck in to do this show every fucking week. You can't even look at the fucking card.
No, I looked at the card. I didn't get the reference. I thought he was just being.
It's a physical object. Look at it, man. Have it.
Look at it. Look at it.
Be prepared.
Okay, I did see it.
I mean,
I saw "You'll So Cool," but I didn't get the reference.
Oh, okay. So it's not that you were being.
I thought he was just being cute, which he is.
Raven Shadow's girlfriend put a lot of time into this. Not so much Raven Shadow, but his girlfriend put a lot of time into this.
Did you know what it meant, MZ?
Marion will kill you. Out of the
at first,
I
did.
She's the one that. Okay, will kill you.
So there you go.
No. At first, I didn't get. I got the reference after I understood the photo, because at first I'm like, why is this photo so familiar? It's so odd to me. And then he let me in on it. I'm like, oh, of course. And then, I saw the little blurb and I got that. So that.
What did the blurb say?
What does the blurb say?
Well, you know who did get the fucking reference? A good friend of ours, Krando Mitsutake, name drop. He fucking got it.
You know what?
That's cool though.
Last time I saw True Romance was in the 90s.
Oh.
So,
but you fucking saw it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it in about a decade myself.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime for 6 more days. With limited ads.
MZ and Raven Shadow, here's your problem in navigating the Wolfenstein existence. Is you just don't put too much stock in what he's saying, ever.
Are you going to do that?
Once you do that, yeah.
Are you going to do that?
Okay. Like right now, I know he's talking and I don't give a fuck.
We're losing connection to Canada.
Listen, the robots have invaded. I'm fucking out.
Justin Trudeau called. He doesn't want you talking to any Americans. Sorry.
Hey, come on, guy. What are you doing?
Honestly, I don't want to talk to any Americans that aren't people that I already know. So
what is that?
I don't want to talk to any Americans except for my friends.
Yeah, really. Yeah, we're no more Americans.
Yeah, no more. There was a fucking mistake. This whole fucking thing was a mistake.
Yeah. On my friend, I'm not accepting any more friends from Americans anymore on my Facebook page.
Would you say that you're afraid of Americans, Raven Shadow?
Yeah. Bowie was fucking right, and Bowie checked
out.
I
fucking love that song.
Yeah, it's fucking great. All right, so Raven Shadow, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I know.
You know what? Okay, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I got one from our pal Anthony. Anthony and his family. Beautiful card.
Yep.
Very nice. And also got one from Evil Corny, which is very nice of him to do.
Wasn't that sweet?
So
yes,
yeah, very
got
sweet.
One too. Yes.
So all right, I wanted to thank.
Trying to make points up before the end of the year.
I want to thank folks for taking the time and effort to do that. Raven Shadow, go ahead. You can say whatever they want.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I just wanted to say, like, last week, MZ was talking about how horror didn't get enough credit,
and he was kind of bad mouthing, he was kind of poo-pooing on all of our shared enjoyment, enthusiasm for the Superman trailer. But I was thinking about it, and yes, to his point, Terrifier 3, a major gore fest, was the #1 film this year.
No, not this year. It was that week. That week that it came out.
Take a screenshot. It still counts. We're new and noteworthy. Doesn't make it not true. Long time ago. We had Preston Fango.
Must be really getting cold down there with the
nude and noteworthy. Well, good for horror. I'm trying to say good for horror and good for you. Christmas Day, Nosferatu. That's
so do
fun.
you think Terrifier 3 did better than Deadpool and Wolverine?
No, sir. No.
So why did you say that it was the top grossing film of the year?
Oh, #1. No, they were both #1. But so there you go. So thank you. So both Deadpool and Wolverine, a hard R. Yeah. That was #1 for like a wicked long time. But also Terrifier 3 was for a week. That was pretty cool.
Exactly, but it just goes to show that you don't need a huge ass budget with a lot of celebrities in it. Taking up a 3.5 hour runtime of a film, or however long this movie is, to make it to #1.
Yeah, so it's fun. Gore film movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Gore film movie.
It was the 41st. It was 41 on top grossing films of the year. That's still pretty good though. That's good.
It's fucking great. Yeah,
it's not bad for a Bloodfest.
For an independent feature.
It actually got more than The Substance, which is fucking crazy, right?
That's insane.
Substance, yeah.
But then again, the Substance doesn't have a fan base, not like Terrifier does. Terrifier had 2 films before it to help it obtain that spot, So.
It did. Terrifier 3 made more money than The First Omen. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, but is that adjusted for inflation? As far as that was back what?
No. Sorry, there was a movie that came out this
Omen.
year called The First Omen.
Omen. Which was good, by the way.
Yeah.
Which was good, by the way. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's actually quite good.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually good.
I've been dying, so give me just a second. I've been dying to ask him, Z, because I came across your thing the other day that you saw Nosferatu. So just a general, what did you think?
Well, I'm a big fan of Eggers. I'm a huge Nosferatu geek,
Yep.
You got the fucking tattoo to prove it.
Right here, babe.
I was hoping it was on your dick, but go ahead.
Count Orlok goes from a short person to a medium-sized person.
No, but I could tell you that Skarsgård could possibly get Nosferatu tattooed on his dick with enough room for terrain at his feet.
So just to be straight, just to be straight with this, you're totally down for seeing Nosferatu's penis.
I don't think I really had much of it.
Yeah, I think he's saying he did.
Oh, was it in the movie? Was there penis in the movie?
Because
Cocktober is growing, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, he's you get to see all of Bill Skarsgård in this film.
His cock is on IMDb. Good for him.
It's got its own IMDb page.
It's got its own SAG card.
Yeah.
And he's got nothing to worry about. Believe me.
What a brother.
Our pal says old long dong Gorlock.
Long dong Gorlock.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, I'm out.
Count
You had me at Long Dong Gorlock.
Or Count Longcock. I don't know.
All right, go ahead, MC. Go ahead.
But anyway, we'll just make it short and sweet. I liked it.
Unlike his cock,
I didn't find it to be perfect. There was some
his cock of the movie.
There was some liberties that Eggers took with the
With him.
Orlok character that I kind of questioned, but at the same time, you can't be exactly the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to have your little. You got to deviate from the source material a little bit to make it your own, and I understand that. And that's what Eggers did. There were some scenes in there that he took his liberties to, and made it his own. And there were some scenes in there that didn't make it at all that I was hoping would make it in there, which slightly disappointed, but nothing that's going to shake me from wanting to see this film again. And I swear there's a scene in there that was the same location used for Nosferatu the Vampire from 1979.
Oh.
The set design is stunning. The costumes, the wardrobe is awesome. And also you get Willem Dafoe and you get Ralph Ineson. And to hear Ralph Ineson's voice booming in that theater, I mean, he's just got one of the all-time great voices in film history.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic. I can never get tired of listening to him, and just an amazing performances throughout. I mean, I thought Lily Rose Depp was her rendition of Ellen Hutter was very, very physical, very sexual, and you could see it just took a lot out of her. That's the feeling that I got, because she went through an incredible range of emotions in this film, that it had to have taken a toll on her at some point. I feel, not to the point of, say, like Shelley Duvall working with Kubrick, but I think Eggers is a little bit more responsible than that. I would hope so, anyway. But she was great in this and made me forget all about yoga hosers.
Jesus Christ! You're gonna just like hang that over her head for the rest of her life.
You just walked right in the middle of the party and took a shit right in the middle of the floor.
That oh my God, that movie was just so dreadful. Yeah. Let's see. Just how everything looked, and just about every scene looked like a work of art. There's a scene in which Thomas Hutter is waiting for the carriage, Nosferatu's carriage, to come and pick him up, and he's standing at an intersection. When you see the film, you know what I'm talking about. He's standing at an intersection with woods here, and he's standing like right in the middle of this intersection. And the moon, the road is separating the trees, so there's this huge space here. Up top is the moonlight shining down on him with like a soft snow cascading down onto the ground. It's just an incredible shot.
Well, now I don't have to see the movie. Thanks, MZ.
It's gorgeous.
Spoiler alert, dude.
Jesus.
I'm looking. Spoiler alert. What spoiler?
To be fair, he took me there, though. Like, he was painting that fucking picture with his words, man.
No, he wasn't painting that picture with his words. He was painting that picture with his Count Orcock.
But no, it's absolutely stunning. It does. Like I said, it's not perfect. But it is a very worthwhile watch.
That's good to hear.
I'm hoping to see it maybe before we do the show next week, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm super interested, and I want to see it in the theater if possible. Cool. Well, I'm glad you dug it, MZ.
Oh, and I just the title card alone is just fantastic. It pops up like, it comes across like Suspiria. You know how you get that music building, and then Suspiria, and that's what you get here. And it's just black screen, white text, Nosferatu. It's just gorgeous.
Hey, MZ, I don't want to freak you out, but is that Roger Eggers' dick going in your mouth?
No, it's
what are you talking about?
Yeah, Roger Eggers must be his cousin.
Oh yeah, is that what I said?
You said Roger.
Ham and Eggers.
You got a ham and egg, you're slamming into your mouth there, son. You might want to back up off it.
I can introduce you, I promise.
Well, I know Nosferatu's no yoga hosers, so.
No. Oh, that was rough.
All right,
Tell me little sausage Nazis did not jump out and help Nosferatu kill everybody on the ship.
No sausage Nazis. No Nazis at all. This is Germany, 1838. So,
What about-
Come on, there were a couple Nazis, right?
no,
There's a
no,
few.
no.
There's
All
a
right.
few. They've got some ideas about some sausage.
Not in the 1800s. Raven Chat, what were you going to say like 20 minutes ago to Rocky? You remember?
Oh, I know, but it was really funny. I think I'm pretty sure it was awesome.
It's when I was saying that we were wrapping up the year in film, 61 movies, and then you started talking.
Oh no, but it probably would have got us more Patreon subscribers. So I'm glad we stopped. We cut that bit.
Yeah, me too.
No, I don't know.
actually.
I don't know.
Oh.
Me too. No, I don't know. I do have something for later, but no, I don't. I don't remember.
For later.
For later?
Yeah.
Shit, if it's gonna be that kind of party, I want to stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, we got some. Blood is flowing.
Mashed potatoes or what?
Actually, well, fuck it. I did. Can I just talk about something? Fuck it.
I mean, I gave you the fucking baton. I handed it to you.
Thank you.
That was you thought it was a joint, man.
Puff pass, motherfucker.
Exactly. Hand if that shit over, good sir.
Oh,
I do believe.
Are you gonna fucking say
I
anything?
raised on my-
yeah. Well, I got.
Oh my
I got
god!
fucking Gandalf's big pipe in my fucking right ear. I got fucking Monsanto blowing fucking ham and eggers in my fucking left.
Now see, Willem Dafoe's character in Nosferatu smokes a pipe, and it's a lot like Rocky's. Only it's like 3 times as long.
And it has 2 balls.
Yeah, it's like down to here. You know, it's like the pipe is like this long.
Down where?
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a little
If
bit
the-
on me, but this one's pretty big. If
But
I
then
could have
again,
got one that long, I
when
would
it
have
comes
got
to
it.
Defoe, you have to deal with them being that big. You know.
That man's got the best face ever
He
created on
puts
the planet.
Count Orcock to shame.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard he was big in the pants. I think.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Right?
Did you hear that on biginthepants.com?
Yeah. It's kind of like Mr. Skin,
Did
but
you
with
get it?
cocks.
Did you get an email notification?
Well,
Yeah.
Von Trier had to get a stunt double for him for the sex
Stunt guy.
scenes because he was too big.
That's what I want.
That's what you
What a
want?
problem to have.
Yeah.
What a problem to have.
Here's the question, NZ. Would you be Count Olaf's Chota boy?
Count Olaf?
Orloff. What is he, Scandinavian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to bite your balls.
Mr.
Count
Wonderful,
Olaf.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orlock.
Count Olaf wants to bite your balls.
Yeah.
I want Mr. Wonderful Paul Orlock.
He wants to get up on them balls and go Spurgen.
Yeah, I'm
You'll
gonna bite
never
your
bite the neck as good as me. Never bite the neck as good as me, no matter how hard you try. You'll never be as good as me.
Oh, Evil
You know who
Corn.
Raven Shadow looks like? He looks like one of the first people to die at the titty twister at the end of
Oh, our
he's like
pal.
the first row. He's the first row dancer that gets taken out.
The dancer?
Our,
That would be the
No,
worst.
not a dancer. I meant patron.
Thank you.
our pal Raven Shadow Day says, "Is it true Orlock was making balloon animals in the shadows with his schveen?" And then Evil Corny says, "This format change has been interesting, Wolfie."
Blame Raven
Did you see
Shadow
that
for
live?
that. Blame him. He gets all the blame.
No, I didn't say it live. I said it last week on the show. I told people we might be.
I was like, I
If-
thought you brought that up way earlier.
Yeah. All right. So, was someone in the middle of something? I don't even know. Raven Shadow, go ahead. What are you doing?
I wanted that show and tell with my new Chromebook. So
Okay.
we had I can't call it a shop gathering, although it was a dinner that everybody who worked at the shop went to for contractual obligations for the holiday thing. I can't say that we had a holiday party. Shh. Well, anyway,
What?
I went for dinner. What? I just can't.
Okay.
But I went out with the shop friends of the show, were there, and we had a Yankee swap, which is the worst fucking thing imaginable. I fucking hate Yankee swaps.
Would you rather it was a Red Sox swap?
Yeah. I almost had fucking Juan Soto and fucking
The Mets came and fucking stole it from you.
yeah. The Mets pulled number 1. So I'm going through it, and can I just show with my new Chromebook? So I got
He's gonna just say that every fucking time now. My new
Yeah.
Chromebook. My new Chromebook.
so I got some shots.
Shots.
Yep. And if you saw these are
Sperm.
these are
Butt
sperm
plugs?
shots.
Yeah. Yep.
Little Krugel,
Little orphan
dude.
Orlock.
little orphan Orloff. Yeah. Nosferatu too.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the one.
You have
I'll
to
get there.
right now because it's the holiday season. I'm here on the show. You need to drink some of that super jizz right here
Yeah.
live on air. Right now.
Super
Put that
jizz,
in your
yeah.
lip and chug.
Chug that super jizz.
Oh, I'm swimming underwater. Yeah, that's not fun.
You need to double fist those shots.
I want a little rubber to make me keep warm.
Home in the water. But the best is the book I got, Penis Pokey.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Did you steal that from somebody?
No, I picked it. I ended up,
And nobody wanted it.
nobody wanted it.
Hasn't been used before though. That came from a bookstore.
check-
Chances
It
are
also came
somebody has
with,
stuck their dick through it already.
so it's kind of like, if you look at this,
What?
and I got a big sausage,
What the
and it goes,
What?
fuck? What is
You're a star.
No.
What are you doing, man?
You can't
What's
show that
going
on
here?
YouTube.
and then I got a hot dog.
You can't show that on YouTube.
Why? This is the best one. Look at the firefighter.
Is that supposed to be like a foreplay with your partner or something? Like
Yeah. Look at the fish. The one that got away.
Goofish.
goop.
Oh, this one.
Wow.
This is very you're a big Stanley Kubrick fan, Wolfie.
I
Look
am.
at this one. It looks like
Wow.
the dude jumping off the fucking cowboy. All you Yellowstone fans. Yeah.
Actually, it looks like Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah,
so
on
it's
the
like-
bomb.
I was
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah, Penis Pokey, available at Walden Books.
Walden books.
For all finer books are sold.
Yeah.
Yep. Every scene in Penis Pokey has one thing missing, and you have to complete the picture. Are you up to the challenge?
That's like the
And that
perfect.
is a published book.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you
No,
good
no,
enough to try this
It's a
book?
one of a kind. They made it for him.
just for him raising Raven Shadowway's queen. Dude, autograph that motherfucker. We'll make 50 cents.
Oh, dude, we tried to write scripts and have characters. We're working fucking too damn hard. Penis Pokey.
Oh
Look at the
man.
penal codes. Yeah.
It's Raven Shadow Day says, haha, I'm definitely not playing that game with you, pal. Sorry.
Come on.
And then Double D says this is the best book ever. I can't even imagine there must have been some other kind of like cool gifts and like everyone saw that and like, yeah, no, like good luck, buddy. We're not stealing that from you.
We were in a restaurant, like not a private room. Like it was everyone. Yeah.
And were you were fucking doing it? You were
You're
using it?
sticking the table
Yeah.
bread through the dick hole and everything.
Yeah. I'm like,
Just
more
running
bread.
Extra garlic.
Unlimited breadsticks, motherfucker.
Extra garlic butter.
Do you have any cannolis in the back?
Cannoli.
But yeah, Penis Pokey. Check
All
that
right.
out.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll be right back.
He's gonna go fucking buy it right now.
He's
It's on
getting
Amazon.
he's getting turned on. He's getting
Here's
all
that fucking link, asshole.
he's getting all worked up seeing that.
Doesn't mean exactly you just
I'm
know
not gonna
it.
fucking
Wait.
get that shit.
Raven Chow, you showing that thing with the sausage? He's all worked up right now. He needs a break.
I ain't gonna Pornhub.
He's like,
My
who needs
stepmom.
Pornhub now? I
Oh,
got penis pokey.
I got penis pokey.
He can be in the story each time. He just
Yeah. You come over a week later, you see it laid on the coffee table. It looks like rats have gnawed the ring out because he's banged it so many times.
oh god.
It's gonna be the new Bob Chase. Wolfie
Bob
knows this.
Chase.
Next time I go,
Oh God.
I'm going to leave this over someone's house next time I go over there. Or your travel on for those that might visit.
The thing is I know you're putting your fingers through the hole and stuff, but you know the person who gave that to you probably got it off a shelf somewhere, and somebody has put their dick through it before, right? You know that, right?
I thought about that later than I would have liked.
Yeah,
If I knew it was going to be that kind of party, I would have stuck my dick in the penis pokey.
Oh, Mikey, give me a
I
kiss.
I would have stuck my dick in the litter trial.
Oh, I love the fucking hot dog. Yeah. So check that out.
Check that.
Actually, I should have brought this up, but Raven Shadow stole that book from my extensive library, as you can see behind me.
Ooh,
Oh,
next
I
to
do.
my Dickens.
I do see one. Yeah, I do see one book missing. So he was trying to find the secret hideout, and he pulled that book.
I was about to say, I see the one that he pulled out that doesn't come all the way out, that triggers the door to open to go to the fucking
Yeah.
weed cave.
I got that from Diddy's house.
No. No, sir.
Allegedly.
Raven Shadow has definitely been to a Diddy soiree.
I wasn't in
no
that
doubt
time.
in my mind. What's that?
Our pal, it's Raven Shadow Day, says, when I said pop-up book, that's not what I meant. He said duct taping the battery end of an empty mag light and moisturizer as we speak.
Such
Well, you know, who doesn't like a good soft foreskin,
oh,
right?
wow.
And
And killed it.
yeah.
I'm not the one that brought up lotion.
Where the
Or-
fuck did MZ go?
He's fucking he's
fucking
taking
that
care of
book.
himself. You got
He's
him
making that
you
book.
got him so fucking riled up.
He's got his dick stuck in a paper towel tube right now. He can't go to
For
the
towel
phone.
roll? No, I don't think it's a paper towel roll. I think it's
Like one of
what's smaller than that?
A toilet paper roll. A TP.
A toilet paper
It's
roll.
okay, MZ. Those straws are paper. It'll dissolve in a couple of
A
days.
paper
You're
straw.
good.
It's 5 knuckle shuffle time.
Wow. Okay.
That's
So
I think
there.
he's got a blow up doll of B. Arthur that lays beaten and bruised in the corner of his bathtub, and he just
God
goes in there,
damn it.
slams the door behind him, and gets all he puts on his tank top and goes to town.
He's like, hey B, I'm looking for more cheesecake, if you know what I mean.
Sing me that pretty song from the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Calma Blanche.
And our boy Denny says, "I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas." Oh yeah, Denny. if you can hear us, I'm sure you can tell. Raven Shadow's going to
I'm
have a
still
Merry Christmas, Merry Birthday, Merry 2025 with Penis Pokey. All right, we should probably wrap this up. What else?
Okay.
Raven Chow, you should. You mentioned the Chromebook.
Yeah. Marion hooked me fucking up, and it was great because like she gave me all different like tech-based gifts. Like one was this little like gimmick that you could put your computer on and it raises up. That's cool. And then she got me a little adapter. You could plug more things in because I have some other tech that I got. And I'm like, oh shit, my garbage laptop isn't gonna fucking support this, you know. And
Oh,
the
so you
last
saw
gift,
that first, and you were like, "Oh man."
I was sweating. I'm like, shit's gonna break my fucking. I got a fucking ViewMaster like fucking laptop right now. And then I got the Chromebook. I'm like, fucking really? I thought it was like just in a box, and it was like, oh, it could be a coloring book or something, which would have been cool. But no, it was a real.
Would have been
Chromebook.
cool.
That would have been cool. But no, it shook me up, and it was great. Like she did some black magic thing where like all my shit from my other laptop now is on this. I don't know how.
Magic thing.
I don't
She
know how.
encanted over your laptop.
Yeah.
Magically.
Oh, I hope she didn't bring everything over.
Well, say, she kept all my Pornhub fucking addresses, man. This is awesome.
I'm like, we're gonna put Firefox on this. And well, it's a Chromebook. I'm gonna find a way to do it. No, it's fun. Thank you, Marion, and and thank you, Wolfie.
I hope you did right by her, because fuck, a computer ain't no small gift, son.
I didn't do it.
No.
I didn't do anything. What did I get? Thanks.
Better be giving.
no.
You better be giving mustache rides out at the fucking county fair, motherfucker.
Mustache.
$5 mustache rides here. Come on now. There, would you like a mustache ride? Maybe your lovely wife.
All right, so we should probably wrap this up. So let me quickly do the whole spiel, and then we're gonna have Rocky kind of set things up. So you know what? Instead of playing a break, I think we'll play Rocky's thing.
Oh.
Because it is what let's see, 3 minutes or
2 minutes. Yeah. So
let me see what we got here. Details. 4 minutes. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that instead. So instead of playing a break, we'll play Rocky's thing. So let me go ahead and just do the.
I do have a little setup before we go into that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I'm gonna cut to you for that. But so yeah, if you guys want to help support the show, there's a few ways you can do so. The best way is through Patreon. Patreon.trickortreatradio.com. You can sign up for as little as $2 a month, and it goes up from there. And if you want, you can get your own Patreon takeover, like our boy Double D had last week. And we also do a Patreon exclusive episode every month, and we'll be recording the companion piece of the year-end show this weekend. So you can look for the year-end show dropping on the 1st, and the companion show will drop either the same day or the next day, probably. So you can keep an eye out for that. And for the year-end Patreon show, we add some extra stuff. We do our Dear God No award for the worst film of the year. And I think we might add a couple of new awards. And we also do our own personal top 5 lists that don't get circulated anywhere else. So that's on Patreon. If you guys want to join, just go ahead, hop on over to Patreon, patreon.trickortreatradio.com. And real quick, I'll do the other ones real quick on trickortreatradio.com. Click on the Amazon logo on the front page. It's going to bring you to Amazon. It's going to input our affiliate link. Everything you purchase in that session gets attributed to us. I'm going to skip it, Raven Shadow, because I'm just going to keep moving on. And also on trickortreatradio.com, you can click on store and you can buy the greatest hits of Trick or Treat Radio volumes 1 through 3. All right. So why don't you set us up, Rock, and then we'll cut to Raven Shadow and find out what he did to prepare for these movies. So, Rock, why don't you set up for what we're about to hear?
Raven Shadow is going to talk about. Oh, the song.
Wow.
So no, I want to be on a serious tip. First of all, I was hoping MZ would be here because I had something I wanted to put out to him, but I'll just make you remind me later. But two very important things. So before, this is not the thing we're doing now, but just to let you know, tomorrow night on Force Insensitive, the other show that I show up on every now and again. And Raven Shadow will attest to this. Back during COVID, I was doing some live shows from my studio on Saturday nights called the Squeaky Chair thing. Well, several months back, somebody who used to tune in regularly on that show, him and his wife every week, they had sent me an ask. They were like, "Hey, man, if you ever get a chance to do a version of this one particular cover song you used to do on the Squeaky whenever we'd show up, could we have a copy of you doing that?" So I was like, if I get around to it, sure, why not? So I ended up throwing it down as sort of just to see what became of it. And the more it started happening, it like really started happening. So after I sent it to them, they were like, "Hey, listen, man, make this available to some of the people who used to show up at the Squeaky." And I was like, "Oh, you know what? It turned out well enough that I might as well just kind of put it out." So that will be happening on December 30th. And hopefully we're going to maybe play a little bit of it tomorrow night on Force Insensitive. So there's that. But this is more important because I would like to say for the holidays to be serious and true and right on and not talk about, you know, how pasty Raven Shadow's dick must look right now, or why Wolfie hasn't got those chickpeas out of his beard since yesterday. It's just, and MZ's still gone taking a massive shit. Hope you had a nice shit there, Arnold. But on a serious note, I've known Wolfie for a long time, but since I started listening to Trick or Treat radio, you know, there's been some people who've come into my virtual life to some respect or whatever, and it's always been a good group of people. Like, I've never had a psycho from the Trick or Treat radio direction interact with me on anything.
Yeah.
So, yes, the night is done. I don't talk to MZ like I talk to you guys on the regular, so that could be the one that changes my mind. But and remind me to ask him something later. But honestly, this is truly this started out one of the best people, and I think Raven Shadow will agree, and so will you, Wolfie. Corny is like one of the sweetest human beings ever. He's just a good cat, right? So for a long time, we had a running gag whenever he would send a check, just to, you know, if you didn't hear from somebody in a few days or didn't see him in the Trick or Treat chat room or whatever, somebody we would always send a loving little go fuck yourself. That's just a wellness check-in, if you will. So it got legs and it became a thing. So this predominantly is because of Trick or Treat radio and Corny in particular. And this was actually, I gave him a little bit of an early taste of this song because it was Christmas time and wanted to say, hey man, was thinking about you, fucker. But what's even better is people who know Corny directly and indirectly decided, hey, we're going to get in a little bit on something on this too. So his compatriot from the Canopy podcast, Corey, threw a little something in on this track with me, and my wife, who's actually come to know Corny indirectly and stuff, jokingly or whatever like that, she's on here as well. So
Wow.
yeah, so this is a Christmas gift to Corny, but I wanted to make it available to him first, and then I was going to make it available to everybody for this, and just say, hey, listen, man, you guys who tune in Trick or Treat Radio, you're good fucking people. Try to stay good fucking people. So we just need good fucking people, man. And yeah, we like to watch people cutting people's dicks off with chainsaws and fucking stringing up nuns by their fucking hoo-hoos, but it's, you know, it's all in love, man. So
It's done out of love.
going into the new year, man, take a little love with your horror is all I'm saying. And when you find motherfuckers like the community members, I know, like you know, Double D and Carlos and everybody like there who had, and Raven Shadow's my boy. Like, we talk a lot of shit about Raven Shadow, but Raven Shadow's my dude. Wolfie, I've known you for a long time. You're still a piece of shit, but I'm still hanging out. So there's got to be something there. I just got to find it. Right?
One of these days.
One of these days.
Yeah.
MZ's fucked off into fucking Narnia riding fucking grease.
He actually messaged and said he had a, I hope it's not major, but he said that he had an emergency. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's not major.
Off.
So go ahead.
But no, you brought it down, man. I'm worried about he might be in traction and shit. How can we enjoy this fucking song, man, knowing that MZ might be in?
I don't think it's him.
No. Is the squash? Is it about the squash again?
I don't know. Yeah, dude has like fucking 40 animals. Maybe it's one of the animals. No, I mean, he does. He's got, how many cats do you have? Like 9?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Evil Corny says, "What is going on? Is Rock?" Corny says, "What is going on? Is Rocky dying?" It does. It sounds like fucking Last Will and Testament here.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to, for as often as I come around here and we goofy shit on each other and bust balls and stuff like that, 'tis the season. And like, I honestly, you know, this little thing just kind of took off on its own. And it's like, listen, man, it was brought on by fucking motherfuckers who like to check in and say, hey, man, how's your balls? Are they both in the same place? Do you still have both? You know, it's nice to have that once in a while. That's all I'm saying. A little security net.
I got him.
Of humanity, right?
All right, so we're going to play that in just a moment. But before we do that, Michael Raven Shadow, you got 2 films to watch. The last week of December, December double feature Cram Jam. 2 films. What did you do to prepare for this week?
Oh, I to piggyback on what Rocky said, I got a lot of love too, and I don't do the holidays well. It's been better in the recent years, but this time of year, I don't really. It's not my gimmick. But I got a lot of nice things from people who are awesome, and I didn't deserve it. One thing I did get is not only did I get. And you can't fucking return though. I mean, you can.
Well, you can.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can re-gift, but you can't give back, if you know what I mean. But I got a gift for my dog, and I always get nervous with dog toys. He doesn't like gnaw them like they used to. But I got this one with a Marvel logo. The fine folks at Disney and Marvel. So, it's going to be good, right? And I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the fine print. And one of the fine print says, warning, cancer and reproductive harm. www.p65warningsca.gov. I'm not going to give this to my dog. So if you get a gift for your animal or pet or your friend, and if it has a cancer and reproductive harm warning on it, don't buy it. Cigarettes are a healthy alternative. So you better believe.
Jesus Christ.
My shit's still working, dog. I strapped on. Merry Christmas.
All right, here's No Man. Jesus.
Barely alive, that's how it feels when you wake up. Oh yeah, do it. Riding a vibe that keeps you locked down on the same old cut. Go on, do it. Tired of all these complexities. Rescue don't always set you free. Rest your ego on the shelf. I'll tell you what's up. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh yeah, do it. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go on, do it. Feeling alive. That's how it feels when you are down. Oh yeah, do it. The lows are high. Flip the negative upside down. Oh, do it. Tired of all these complexities. Rescue won't always set you free. Rest your ego on the shelf. I tell you what, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh yeah, do it. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go on, do it.
Go fuck yourself, man, fuck your life. Why don't you fuck yourself with a rusty knife? You could do it at dawn or undercover at night, or go fuck yourself via satellite. Why fuck with me when you can fuck yourself? Concentrate real hard till you're out of breath. This is new territory, man, watch your step. No matter what you do, just do it to death. I tried to give your ass a pass. Swear to God, next step is a foot in your ass. Now be the partner, put your foot on the gas. Take a hike, motherfucker, and never look back. You could do it in a box, you could do it with a fox, you could do it in a tree. I wouldn't do it on the clock. You could do it on the right, you could do it on the left. I feel sorry for your mother, go fuck yourself.
Come on, man. Why are you still here? Ain't you supposed to be doing something? I'm talking to you, corny. Tell him no, man.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh yeah, do it. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go on, do it. Go fuck yourself.
What did you just tell me to do?
Was that Eat a Chipmunk's Ass? Was that the name of that song?
I didn't hear the whole thing because I had to run to the bathroom, but what I heard was fucking awesome. I'm going to listen to it after we wrap up.
Sure you will. You and MZ were off playing with the sausage.
Penis pokey. All right.
Yeah,
MZ, everything all right?
We'll find out soon enough.
Oh, Jesus. That's fucking dark.
that's
There's some people wandering through the yard,
Oh, okay. Well, if you need to.
and because it snowed, they left footprints. But the thing is that in the yard there's a center tree,
Mhm.
and they left like a star pattern around the tree, and where the tree is the center of the star, and they made.
My God.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck you're laughing at.
that's
And they left like
ominous
they
as
left
fuck.
like lines,
Yeah.
footprints in the pattern of a star.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It sounds like a
Did
horror
you
movie.
piss somebody off this week?
That's why. Did you piss anyone off?
I piss a lot of people off.
Well, tonight is. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. Yesterday was the first night of Hanukkah. Was the Star of David?
No, it wasn't the Star of David.
Well, that is pretty fucked up. If you do need
Is it
to,
like Paul Stanley star? Because that might be Raven.
Shut up! Don't even bring that up. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about Paul Stanley for the next 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
all right. Well, we already hit the break, MZ. So we're about to talk about Heretic.
Okay.
If you need to run
And so,
again,
I might have to jet again just in case, because we got in touch with the cops, and hopefully they'll be able to
Man, you called the
do
cops.
something. I don't know what, but
all right. Well, if you need to go again, just obviously just go.
I'm if I ever have to go again, I'm going.
All right. Well, fine. Just go then.
All right.
If he leaps over the couch.
All right, let's get into this. And we're going to talk about Heretic. So Heretic is from 2024. It is rated R, and it is 111 minutes. It is a horror thriller written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. And the film stars Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, Chloe East, Topher Grace, and that's pretty much it. It's just almost exclusively those four people, with Topher Grace only being in it like for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes.
And I didn't even recognize him.
Oh, really?
No, neither did I.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I recognized him right away.
I forgot he was even in it when I was watching it, and when I saw him, I didn't even realize it was him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was
I
the
didn't even know he was in the cast when I started watching it, and never got it until the end credits. I was like, wait a minute, he was in that movie?
yeah, he was the elder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came looking for him. All right, so the synopsis of this film: 2 young religious women are drawn into a game of cat and mouse in the house of a strange man. So,
Dun, dun, dun. That's called Casa de Raven Shadow.
Hey!
and these the directing duo and writing duo are the same two who did the film A Quiet Place. The first Quiet Place they wrote and directed.
Or did they?
And they did MZ, did you see the movie Haunt from 2019?
Yes,
Yeah, they did that as well. Did you like Haunt?
I did.
Okay, so they did that, and then they also, I think they directed it as well. Let me check. Yeah, they wrote and directed that movie 65. That was the one with Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
Turok.
Basically, Turok. Yeah. As soon as Alberto said that day, I have never been able to not say that. Yes, he is correct. That is Turok, the live action flick.
Pretty much. So they have I'd say they have a pretty good pedigree, some good stuff under their belt, and So yeah, this one is definitely an interesting one. It came out, put out by A24, and came out in October in theaters, and is now streaming on VOD. And yeah, that's it. So let's dive in and let's do some first impressions with Heretic. MZ, while you're here, do you want to go first, just in case you need to get pulled away?
Yeah. First impressions on Heretic. Well, I've been hearing a lot of news about this film lately over the past month or so, and it's been getting some decent buzz. When I found out that Hugh Grant was starring in it, I'm like, okay, all right, well, we'll give it a shot. But again, this is just another one of those horror films where religion is the central focus of the narrative, and again, it's another one of those films where where religion rather is used on the side of, well, it's on the side of bad, but it also carries a message that I've been saying about religion for a good number of years. To say that this is probably one of the I'm still on the fence as to whether or not I feel like this is a responsible take on religion in the horror genre. It certainly opens itself up to interpretation and discussion, and it had me thinking quite a bit after the credits rolled, about whether or not, if there is a God, and it toys with your emotions, especially if you're a big time holy roller. I'm sure it'll fuck with you. And most likely probably anger you, especially if you're
I think most people would think this would be heretical if you were, someone who was very religious.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening, and I was really taken aback by the way this film looked. It was very, very bleak, and almost in a John Kramer type of manner. The way this film progresses,
it's moody.
There were some areas in this that I had to question, because it started to get into like a Scooby-Doo type of area. You know what I'm talking about, Raven Shadow.
Yeah.
It started getting into a Scooby-Doo type of area where I'm like, where I'm saying to myself, what happened? It's like,
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Hey, what happened?
What happened? What happened? Because that's how you create a cult, and ironically enough, and when it started diving itself, when it started diving into like a Scooby-Doo type of area, I'm like, what happened to the writing? The writing here is really, really decent, and the acting is really, really good. But then it falls apart a little bit when it starts giving out like Scooby-Doo type of explanations, and I'm like, ugh, what's going on here?
Zoinks!
Yeah, exactly. I was and I was ready for a Scooby snack afterwards.
Ruh-roh.
Whoa, Raggy, you got a broken moment. Oh.
But it does toy with your emotions, especially if you're a heavily religious person.
Hey, Scoob.
I'm not. I myself am not. I have no weigh in on religion at all. I think it's, but in the end, it's exactly what I've been saying about religion for years, and in a way, it kind of justifies what I've been saying all along. But
You
we'll
feel
talk
validated
about it
by
as
the
we go
movie.
along.
MZ's
That's
like,
what I've been saying.
yeah, MZ's like Socrates. He's like, yeah, I've been saying, I created that idea.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Well, I
called
did.
it.
Great, dude.
I did. All right, go ahead.
All right, Raven Shadow, how about you? First impression.
First impression was like, oh, is this fucking Knock Knock 2?
What? How can you even fucking say that?
2 girls go into a house, bad weather out. You know what I mean? Can we come
that's on
inside?
There is a big
Yeah,
difference in the quality of filmmaking and writing by a large margin. And the acting for
Large
that.
margin.
And the acting for that
Tell them
matter.
large margin sent you. Oh, where the fuck is MC? He would have popped for that joke, motherfucker.
Right?
Good thing you got Rocky here. At least someone's going to validate you.
No, I'm not here.
Large margin. Double D laughed probably. Is it my turn still? Yeah. So no, for a minute, I mean, 2 girls in the wetness. You know what I mean? Coming in, a dude, whatever the fuck, and I'm like,
Who's in the witness?
down with the wetness.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Like, get up, down with the wetness.
You are
That's
so fucking filibustering here. Just, if you don't got anything to say, just stop.
Oh, I said it, and I was like, you know what? Good for Hugh Grant. I'm not the shit he does. I'm not the demographic. You know what I mean? Like, I was cool when he got that hooker. You know what I mean? That was cool. But and I haven't
in
seen
his real life. I thought you were talking about
when he
the
really
movie. I was like, when did he get
that girl, that was a
I
thing.
missed the whole part of that movie.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah, Bridget Jones was fucking surprised, I'll tell you that much.
Oh shit.
But I was interested. It was the girl from Yellow Jacks was there. She's a badass.
Yeah.
You know.
Sophie Thatcher.
Yeah.
She plays a young Natalie in Yellow Jackets. And she was also one of the mods in Book of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Oh, yes, she was.
She was a cyborg.
Yep.
Yeah, so she
can give robot handies.
Okay. Sir, I am programmed in 6 million Verms for hand job techniques.
6 million?
6 million. Jesus Christ.
Human cyborg hand job relations. There you go.
Have you ever had the Tatooine pretzel?
Give me the like a bantha.
Ride it like a bantha.
All right. Anything else to add, Raven Shadow? Is that it? Got any more jokes?
You know, but well, let's ease into it. Let's get
just easing the tension, baby.
Yeah. Let's not go too
right.
soon. Right.
Brock, how about you? First impression.
I can't talk what Raven Shadow just did, dude. No, honestly, here's the fucked up.
Actually, you just got to open your mouth and you will.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's what he texts me. Just open your mouth. It's so fucking weird.
It was. That was Christmas morning.
Well, you know.
And
who doesn't like some pudding? But honestly, my first thought when I started watching this and saw the direction it was going was like, first of all, this is going to be one of those movies where I'm going to be far too behind the motives of the killer. Because, like, I'm totally into his vibe. And Hugh Grant was really bringing some uneasiness to the situation. Like, the thing I liked about this was tension. Like, it kept tension really well, in my opinion. So that was nice. The usage of when he's discussing how everything's a breakdown, and when they get into the little musical motifs between Air Supply and Radiohead was pretty fantastic. As I said before we started, the fucking Star Wars hook he had in there while he was doing that whole explanation was fucking killing me. My first impression of this is I like the fact that it kept the tension on. All the characters were believable to me out of the gate. Everybody was in their role solid from the get-go. And for this type of flick for me, where you have only a couple of set pieces max, and you know it's all about dialogue, exposition, and tension to get you to the final moments where we actually do get some horror. The psychological horror leading into it was a nice payoff for me. So overall, first impression it pulled me into for the ride, and I kind of enjoyed it.
All right, MZ, you back for a bit, or you have to go? You good?
No, I'm here. I'm
All
here
right.
now.
Cool. I was just looking up the soundtrack because did you say Air Supply Rock?
Yeah, the air that I breathe.
I don't know if they covered it, but it was the Hollies that we heard.
Oh, the Holly. Sorry.
Yeah, but I was also
Air Supply did a cover of it.
Oh, okay. There you go. But I was also looking up the soundtrack, and it lists Sophie Thatcher as the singer for Knocking on Heaven's Door. I thought for sure that was Mazzy Star. That sounded like fucking Mazzy Star, right?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're still functioning as an operating entity these days, but
I thought it was like maybe a cover from back in the day. I didn't realize.
Oh, from back then. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I guess Sophie Thatcher did that, which is pretty cool. So
yeah, it sounded good. It was a nice drone.
By the way, the soundtrack looks fucking amazing. It's the vinyl. It's 2 LPs, and the LPs are blue with an apple pie like sticker in the middle. Yeah. I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, blueberry pie in the middle, like where the sticker usually is for the vinyl.
Nice.
This is fucking awesome, and the fold out is like a Monopoly board.
Nice.
It's fucking amazing.
I would have thought it been his diorama of his house would have been even cooler. But
it does have that. It does have that too, actually.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the soundtrack is good here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what like I said, when he went into his as MZ was saying, the exposition, Scooby-Doo sort of thing. I was sort of on board with it because the way he was pointing out the tangents of the games with, the different iterations are really off the same premise. His whole build, and then when he got into the music thing was just really well done, in my opinion.
It definitely. Oh, sorry, Wolf, go ahead.
It's okay. I just didn't do my first impression yet, so I didn't want to get too into a discussion. Did you just want to add something to that?
Nope, I'll get in trouble.
You're not going to get in trouble if you add something.
He'll virtually choke you more. You'll get a different shade of blue.
I'm gonna get.
I'm gonna do like
call me a motherfucker.
I'm gonna do like force chokes to Raven Shadow.
Oh shit! But not his neck.
Oh my balls!
Where's that book? Get that book out again.
My liver.
Oh, my liver.
My liver.
All right. So first impression, I didn't know what to expect. Like MZ, I'd heard a lot of good things about this. I hear, people saw it in theaters and people really dug it. And I didn't really know anything about it other than Hugh Grant is playing a creep or like an older, creep. And I was like, all right, like I can kind of get behind that. I want to see him do this kind of role because, like Raven Shadow said, I think I've only ever seen him do like a rom-coms, really. Or
this is the sequel to Love Actually.
Yeah. I mean, he's in that new that Guy Ritchie picture of The Gentleman that I do want to see.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think he's trying.
He's also in last year's movie Wonka, where he plays an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Well, you're better off.
Still have some court fees to pay.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, I don't know the whole story behind that. So, but it's always kind of cool to see someone kind of try to reinvent themselves. And in this, obviously had a good vehicle with Scott Beck and Brian Woods, who have a pretty good pedigree of films. And this one plays really interesting. It's really Raven Shadow. This is fucking your bag, man. This could be a stage play, right?
I was thinking that too, with a couple of drop the curtain, close the curtain. You're downstairs now. Now you're in this room, and I definitely, so dialogue wise, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like I definitely got some like Kevin Smith type vibes. I mean, the pop culture stuff I think was there.
Yeah, but so I get you. I get you, but But Kevin Smith doesn't have a fucking copyright on that. Yeah. Well, Monopoly. Listen to you. It was a good pun.
No, that was actually a suicidal.
He didn't even know he did that.
No. I was going for the suicidal, get a monopoly on sorrow type thing. No, absolutely. But like, it's how we talk. It's so like, I liked the, you know, well, this is the original, you know, you could do that with, sorry, earmuffs, MZ, Superman, how this is derivative of this character, or bands derivative of this, or horror franchise is derivative of this. So like that kind of awareness, talking about religion, was accurate. So no, that was not a Kevin Smith doesn't own pop culture. I mean, ask him, he might think he does, but no, he's great. But no, I'm just trying to say is that I like the very hip, self-aware breaking it down.
Okay. I actually thought the dialogue was really fucking good in this. Like,
Yeah.
I would say, especially, I think MZ said like the first half, like the dialogue, this film was all dialogue, and it created tension through dialogue. And, you know, obviously, like, you know, the camera helps obviously to the way it's shot and the music and things like that. But really the tension came from the dialogue in this. And I thought that it was pretty brilliant. And this is a really interesting examination of religion. And it's something that I've been like curious about, and probably not until like recently have I started to learn more about religion. You know, as for myself, when I grew up, I was not very religious. I grew up with a Jewish mother and a Christian father. So we basically celebrated both holidays. You know, we had Hanukkah and Christmas. And then my parents got divorced when I was 11. And then, you know, I would go off and celebrate Christmas with my dad and do Hanukkah at home. And we kind of did like a Hanukkah / Christmas at home because, you know, eight nights gets to be a little much after a while. But so anyways, like
the Church of the Subgenius.
Church of the Subgenius. What about it?
Yeah, then you join Church of the Subgenius.
Yeah, you're the Subgenius, right?
No, are you not? None of you guys are familiar with the Church of the Subgenius? Bob Dobbs.
Subjizness.
The subpenis?
No, Bob Dobbs, the Church of the Subgenius.
Oh, I know Bob Dobalina.
Yeah, Mr. Bob Dobb.
All right.
Okay, never mind. Move on.
I have heard of that. I have heard of that.
I have heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, really? Take a read sometime. It's funny. It's fun.
All right. So, for me, I didn't grow up religious. Like, I went to Hebrew school until I was in second grade, and I told my mom, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this anymore. She's like, okay, I'm not going to force you to do it. So that was it for me. And I grew up with, I mean, you guys know MZ and Raven Shadow know my best friend when I grew up was, you know, he was very religious and used to go to church every Sunday. So I would occasionally like go with him because, you know, I'd like sleep over his house on Saturday nights or something like that. And then like in the morning, you know, if I stayed over, I'd basically have to go to church. So, and I would just be like, this is fucked. Like, I just remember
it was
thinking,
a really good idea to watch Saturday Night's Main Event. And then you're like, oh, shit.
I got to go to church now. I didn't go all the time. And usually I had no, like, you know, like,
fight.
Yeah, exactly. So I just kind of go and just be like, whatever, like people watch. But yeah. And then obviously, you know, I've been with Tanya for the last 11 plus years now, and she has had her own journey with religion, I guess you could say. I can't even sum it up. It would take a while, but she knows a lot about religion, like to the point where she absolutely could have written this film. Like that's kind of her like knowledge and information level. She could have absolutely written this film, and in fact, like I said, I looked over, I was like, did you write this and not tell me? So, and I've learned a lot through that with her, and in doing so, I have understood sort of the mechanics of religion and sort of the purpose of it. And I never would fault anyone for being religious. Like if it works for you, it works for you. That's fucking awesome. Love it. I love it for you, as they say. But it's not for me. And at least not this kind of religion. And it's just really interesting to see how many people in this world blindly follow religion without questioning it. And that's what made this film so interesting to me, is these two girls, who are Mormons, just go along with the teachings. They don't question it, or at least not outwardly. Maybe internally they might a little bit, as we, maybe learn throughout the movie that maybe they do, maybe they don't. But you can tell that this character, Hugh Grant plays Mr. Reed, is someone who has absolutely sort of gone through the ringer and like researched it and found out like where it comes from. He wanted to find like the one true religion, and he studied all these different religions. He talks about Judaism, which was the original, and talks about Christianity. He talks about Islam and all the sort of monotheistic religions. And and it's just kind of interesting how he talks about them and how they all kind of come back around to this one thing. And I love that scene where he is talking about iteration. And Rock, I know you had brought this up, but I know you probably enjoyed that scene too. But for me, I liked how, he talked about how these things are in a way like cyclical, but also where one sort of is like a carbon copy of the other, and then they try to essentially erase what they're copying in a sense, of like, okay, well, ours is better. We do it better. We don't want
it's
anyone.
the act of making the tweaks. I don't like this one thing, so even though I like the thing as a whole, I don't like this one thing, so we're just going to get rid of that. But we want this other thing, so let's add that.
Right, but the thing is, they also try to get rid of the original. They try to make, like, I mean, Crusades, anyone? Not that the Crusades were getting rid of the original. The Crusades were getting rid of people who thought the Bible said something else, that they didn't, they sort of like took it one way, and the Gnostics. Well, let me see. It was the oh man, I just like learned about him too, and I'm just drawing a blank on the name of the group. Not the Rosicrucians. Anyways, I'll think of it in a sec. But just seeing these religions sort of like copy these others and trying to make that the others didn't exist. That to me is just kind of like. And we kind of got it when he gave that explanation of Monopoly, right? Like the person who created it, what was it? Was it Landlord?
The Landlord game.
Yeah, the Landlord game.
Right,
Right. Talking about that and how that person, like never got anything, really.
Right.
And people forget that was the original, or people don't even know. So when people think
that's it, like take for instance, I guess somewhere in the early part of the decade, somebody modern did a version of Free Fallin', the Tom Petty song.
Yeah.
And for a while there, I would have people come up and requesting, do you know Free Fallin' by so-and-so? I'm looking at them like, fuck, no, I know Tom Petty. Is that the same song? So yeah.
Right.
There's a whole generation of people who know it by whoever did the version of it later.
Yeah, no, exactly. And, same thing goes for, Radiohead's Creep with The Air I Breathe. Mm-hmm. Like, and they got sued. And I love that thing where he says, and then there was another, was it Lana Del Rey? I can't remember who he said, but
Lana Del Rey
did a version and Radiohead sued her, like for doing like the same song. It's just kind of funny how that goes. And, it gets into something called like the collective consciousness, or even like the Christ consciousness, where there's this consciousness that we all have access to, every one of us, where it's just the collective consciousness. So there's, it's possible
everything evolves from the blueprint of what came before. Is essentially it.
It's all about evolving,
right?
And reinventing the wheel, so to speak.
Just take, for instance, with music, there's only so many chords and notes. There's only so many.
Of course.
So inevitably someone's going to write something that sounds exactly like somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What I'm talking about though is similar but a little different. Is this collective consciousness that we may not have heard. Like, for instance, let's say Radiohead never heard that song. I don't know if they did or not, but let's say they never heard it, but they put it together, and there's this idea that something sounds pleasing, and other people have done it before, so you can kind of access it and do it, and then they might not even realize that it's the same as something else. A better example is like when it comes to like archetypes. Like we all understand archetypes, and there's several different types of characters. Like we can talk about the hero's journey, like Joseph Campbell, and we can talk about that. And that story has been told how many times? Like he even references it in the movie, like a little bit when he talks about Phantom Menace, right?
Right.
Which is fucking awesome.
As a creative, anything that was your influence that got you into a said thing, there's inevitably always going to be a part of you that's going to have taken directly from that, whether you're a painter, whether you're a musician, whether you're a filmmaker, whatever you loved spurs your creative design. So it's inevitable that you're unconsciously fucking plagiarizing something because it's your form of storytelling you like to tell, or your visual element that you want to put out there,
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like when say like I'm like humming a tune that I just made up on my own. There's a lot of times where it runs through my head and I'm thinking, I'm willing to bet that this is created by somebody else. I'm willing to bet. Because it's like you said, Rock, it's just there's just so many different tones and sounds and music and notes and things like that.
I've heard you humming Who Let the Dogs Out while you're pissing.
It's true. I was shoveling the other day, and I'm like, I come from the land of the ice and snow, where the, you know what I mean? Like, because it's so cold in New England, I felt like I was with Norse gods.
Yeah.
It was really just the Shoney's big boy.
So what you guys are talking about is similar. Like I'm going to move on because I don't want to focus too much on this, but the collective consciousness is you could not even hear something and still be influenced by it.
Right. Oh, for sure. I mean, we could all watch the same things. There's times on the show where all of us, even in conversation, we've like finished each other's sentences or gone to stuff. And 100%, I think the archetype was a great point, Wolfie. You know what I mean? Batman is collectively in the world much loved. The Phantom and the Shadow predate him.
Right.
Nosferatu, goes back. There's shit that came first.
Yeah. And also when it comes to like archetypes, like I'm also kind of talking about like psychology, like
right.
Frederick Jung and like some of the what he did with archetypes and how there's like certain archetypes that will show up in stories and media throughout the ages, and they may not even be aware of each other, things like that. So I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but
sure.
Everybody pile into Wolfie's rabbit hole. We're going on a ride.
Wow. I don't want anyone else in my rabbit hole.
Let's play Watership Down.
Who's there now?
Yeah, he's only got room for two.
Yeah. The three of you, apparently. So there was, I was absolutely enthralled by certain parts of this film. And I will say that there was some parts that I kind of agree with you guys on some level. I didn't get Scooby-Doo, but I can see when you say that, like I can get it. I feel like it set this amazing tone, and then it deviated a little bit. I understand why it did and why it had to, but because I don't think the film could have stayed the same, like one note all the way through. But I actually probably would have been okay with that if it had.
I disagree. I think what they did at the end to truly take it down that even further thing endeared me to it more. Like, I loved what preceded the finale, but I think the finale was a good capper on this. So I think that was, I'm with you that I could have watched a whole psychological thriller with just them bantering back and forth, but I'm glad it gave us an exclamation point at the end.
Yeah, and I did love. I love when he kind of put it in practice though. Like with the scene in the library was fucking.
Yes.
As Raven Chow would say, French kiss.
and the other thing too with this is the little nuances that they slipped in. Like, you know, I like when they do slow discovery, and it doesn't have to be, oh, right at the last minute she found the key. Them recognizing that the key was in the wrong pocket very early on before it came into play later was like, oh, and that's what made it even more interesting when he obviously knowingly put that in that specific pocket because he knew what, you know, the outcome would be, kind of thing. So it was, I enjoyed those little things. There's lots of little things like that through this that were just nice.
I feared that at some point, I feared that really near the beginning of the film that I thought it was going to get a little predictable, and in a way it was, in regards to what's his name, Mr. Reed, Mr. Reed's wife. I mean, we've seen enough horror films to know how this is going to end up, but this was turned into they turned it on its ear in this regard. Yeah, they really did, and they turned it into a life lesson in regards to how these girls live their life and who they follow. And it made so much sense, and it was so smartly written and so smartly performed. Yeah,
what you're saying right there, the writing, and just like Wolfie just said too, I think that made everything so great when we finally get to the end, and the blonde one, I can't remember her name.
Paxton.
Yeah, when she started coming back on him with logic towards the end, I thought that everything that happened earlier on made that moment of her elevating her logic to his and understanding and grasping what he's doing. But when she actually figured out, oh, your religion is, you know, I thought that was, it was, by the time we got that turn, like you said, the turn on his ear / heel kind of thing, it made that gratifying.
110%. And I know I've said it before, like I grew up, I guess we were Catholic. Religion always scared me as a kid. I remember my grandmother had a ceramic Jesus head with the crown of thorns in her bedroom and him bleeding, and it just scared the fuck out of me.
It's very creepy. You're looking at a Catholic school survivor, just so you know.
So yes, yeah. So you were way more in the trenches than and most of us aside from
10th grade.
Yeah, yeah. So you got your fucking, you know, your fucking.
That's why my butthole looks like this.
Yeah, you were, but you were really popular.
All the priests love me. I was going to seminaries. I was going to seminal seminaries. Seminars. It was crazy. Seminal seminary seminars.
Yeah.
I was always invited on the bus.
Brother, may I again? Yeah.
By the way, just to clarify, it was bugging me. I wanted to mention I was talking about the Cathars earlier. You know, when I was mentioning the Inquisition or the Crusades.
Didn't the Cathars fight Conan?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm
not sure.
Didn't the Mongols?
They fought some Vikings, though.
Yeah.
All right, let me catch up in the chat room, and then we'll dive into this. And let's see. Oh man, there's a lot going on here. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Evil Corny posted a bunch of dancing gifs to your song Rock. And
that song was fucking dope, dude.
And,
by the way, I'll talk about it again, but I also got to give out Monk Bloody, who did the middle part on that song, by the way. I don't know if I forgot to give him proper shout outs, man. Monk Bloody was the man. He stepped up. So anyway, love you, Corny. Love you, Trick or Treat Radio people.
And our pal, it's Raven Shadow Day, says fucking Maine doing Maine things to MZ.
You ain't shitting.
And Evil Corny says, thanks for the song, Rocky. It's Raven Shadow Day, said, love the song Rock. Corny has an official theme.
Yep.
And Corny said he liked Large Margin too. So there you go.
Thank you, Corny. Told you, Corny.
And he says he's in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. also. It must have been Hugh Grant, I think. And Marion says, I'm a sub-geni. Rocky, give me slack.
Marion.
And she posted a picture of the Church of the Subgenius, Eternal Salvation, or Triple Your Money Back. And it has a little picture of J.R. Bob Dobbs.
Marion, I used to have Bob Dobbs stickers all over my guitar cases in the 90s, dude. It was ridiculous. I would get asked all the time, and then you'd come across the occasional person who would recognize it and be like, dude, Subgenius. I'm like, yep, slack, brother.
And she also said, I'm also a member of the Satanic Temple. Those two groups are not mutually exclusive, though.
It's all the same.
And Creepy Girl says, hey guys, listening on my drive home. Hey, Creepy Girl. All right, let's dive in. We're going to have to kind of get to the point kind of quick on this, but what do you guys want to talk about with this? There's a lot going on.
So I like the Mormon angle going in. So I mean, like, for folks who, it's fair to say that not all of us are believers, right? And we have our various issues. But
That's
I think
a polite way to put it.
Right, Mormonism is still a punchline, right? Like, aside from Big Love with the great late Bill Paxton and Harry Dean Stanton. There's that, and they make a reference to this movie, the South Park thing. Like, it's it's a good entry level, and I think having these girls. And first of all, I didn't know that they had girls do the fucking door to door.
They do now. It's changed in the last few years. Like they allow people of color to be part of the religion since 87? Took them that long to make
a very progressive religion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to throw a quick little addendum on your adding up. Me and my wife joked when we started watching this that they were Mormon because we just got finished watching a limited series on Disney, I think, that has one of the Spider-Mans.
Garfield
Andrew Garfield. It's called Under the Banner of Heaven. It's a limited series. It's fantastic. He's a Mormon cop in this little Utah town, and a grisly series of murders starts happening, and you find out later that it's by this other sect of Mormons, and it gives you a very distinct history through the show of the bad shit that went down in the forming of that. So if you get a chance, Under the Banner of Heaven will give you a way bigger light. And I also went to the Book of Mormon, so the music in that will teach you a lot.
But I think how do you get somebody in a potentially bad situation, right? So in the 80s, it was, we're going to party and have sex, and granted, that will put most people in, well, I shouldn't go in there, but goddamn. See how this plays out. Because otherwise, it could be Dear Penthouse Forum.
That's more like MadS, like that fucking party.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait till the next movie.
We'll get there, but I think they're Mormonism, and they're like, okay, we're gonna fucking knock on fucking doors. It gives them a reason to be in this awkward situation, and we know from the jump, shit's getting fucking creepy, right?
It's creepy the second they get in the house. The creep factor.
And what frustrated Mary and I watching this on Christmas Day was never go downstairs. Never go into a room. Never, you're like, why the fuck? Don't go in the house. Oh shit. You know what I mean?
But if they listen to logic, they A, wouldn't be religious, and B, wouldn't have gone in the house, and we wouldn't have a film.
Yep.
But I liked how they were questioning their own. They had cell phones, and I don't know much difference between Mormonism and the what do you call it from Witness?
They're not Amish.
Amish, yeah. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing with this is I think that if anything could make me become a serial killer like this guy, I could be Mr. Reed easy, not really so much for the religious people coming to the door, but people coming to the door to sell shit in the modern age in the first fucking place. Like, nothing aggravates me more.
Well, he had requests, like he had wanted
yeah,
them.
He
Yeah,
was on their list.
Yeah.
I mean, he
but what I'm saying
requested-
is, I would start requesting
Also-
if I was already a murderer.
also,
And it's-
let's
I mean, and
let's ixnay on spoiler A, even though he's not. I wouldn't call him a serial killer, but let's you know.
That was definitely a fucking home style house he had there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
H-
I mean, because it goes from floor level to basement to basement to basement. I mean,
Right.
it gets pretty deep. But that's the whole thing with religion is that it's one big cockfight. My religion is better than your religion.
Right,
Yeah.
right. My God can be your God. Right.
Yeah, my God can beat up your God. That's that whole thing. And I mean, while I myself am an atheist, I've always thought of at the very least the Book of Mormon as like this boutique religion. It's all a bunch of garbage to me as far as I'm concerned. I don't follow any of
the
it.
keto diet.
Basically. The only difference is that you actually smell somewhat decent after following religion.
Well, it depends on the religion, sir.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
It all depends on the religion.
If you're keto,
But
you
I
don't
like-
smell good? What the fuck does that mean?
Keto
It
gives
also
you,
brings up
keto gives you body odor.
What?
it also brings up the point that
Fucking
does
crazy
keto give
fucking
you body
lunatic.
odor?
Says the guy with fucking body odor problems.
I'm sure that extra sauerkraut and mustard sausage dog.
Yeah.
That's what it smells.
All that squash you
fantastic.
eat. Squash and
Oh, you're a
meat.
squash boy.
Sausage.
But I love how Reed. I love how he's challenge. It's all a big challenge to him. About testing their faith and believing in what they should believe and what they shouldn't believe. And he gives the girls a choice on that matter, and you find out in the end, which one was the correct one. I'm not going to say which one it is, but it's an ingenious way to come up with the answer that a whole lot of people say what the real answer is. It's an inventive way.
exactly.
It's an inventive way to say this is what
It's
it
this.
is.
This is what your religion actually is.
And being an atheist, does this movie even matter to me? It's weird. I'm in a weird situation when it comes to this. And maybe a couple of you guys are too, as far as maybe you're atheists. I don't know.
I am, but I'm also a recovering Catholic from the South, no less. So,
Hallelujah.
yeah, there's a lot of that shit in the bloodlines that and that's mainly why I am an atheist these days. Yes.
Good for you. Good for you. And I don't even know where I was going now.
Sorry.
Rocky has a habit of doing that.
I told you I was going to be good tonight. I think I've been good. So fuck you, Wolfie, you piece of shit.
All right. That ultimately, I don't know if this movie even really matters to me. I mean, I believe in good versus evil, but to the extreme of God versus the devil, hell versus heaven. Heavenly religion versus Satanism and shit like that.
I think it was.
Let
more,
me interrupt real quick, MC. I
Yeah.
think your mic cord is caught in your mic. Can you check?
Oh,
Yeah, I could just hear it rubbing against it. Okay, you're good.
okay.
Your mic
Go ahead,
cord
Rock.
wrapped around your dick, man. We told you to take that off when you go to the bathroom.
Go ahead,
But
Rock.
I mean, I think this is a very well-made film. I think it's a smart movie. I think it's
Very
well
cerebral.
acted. I think the camera work here is a really big addition to this movie. Just the way the camera works, I just
And the
it's
ambience with all
excellent.
the sounds. When it's quiet, it's even like so well orchestrated quiet. And then when the music creeps in, like the atmosphere of this house was fantastic.
And the way, yeah, because of the way it's lit, it's not with white lights, it's with yellow lights.
Yeah.
That gives that really dingy, dark, foreboding feel throughout the entire house. You know, the only white lights that you get are on the phones, you know, and you don't get that too often. But the fact that they use yellow lights rather than white lights really adds to the atmosphere of this film.
Yeah. Yeah, and also just to touch on some of the design of everything too, I got to give credit. I mean, for such a simple design for the quote unquote creep factor at the end. I don't want to give anything away, but we're talking about let's just say the reveal of the wife. Let's just put it that way. When the pie finally shows up. Let's put it that way. When the pie finally shows up, I thought that was so traditionally creepy, but done in a way in the setting in which it was done, it did have a creep factor. And as I was telling Wolfie last week on the Star Wars podcast, when there was a situation there where like they managed to bring creepy out how you didn't expect. And I felt like that design for those, very simple design for those, the bearer of the pie was very well done. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think a lot of what you guys are saying is spot on. Like the way this movie was shot, like it feels so claustrophobic at times. And I especially love the way his, like, I don't know if you want to call it his library or his study or whatever, but the way that was shot, I thought was really fucking cool. It was almost like a fisheye lens. Because it was like showing the entirety of the room. So it's almost like they did it in a way that made the room feel, I don't know, like bigger than it was, but the way it was shot. And yeah, like I thought that was great.
Some of the camera angles in that room behind the pews and stuff when they were doing this, I got some Tim Burton vibes from some of the angles where it was making the room feel bigger than it actually was.
And that's what I'm talking about with the fisheye. You know, like I thought that was a really cool effect.
Floor level looking up.
Yeah, it expands the sides a little bit.
Yeah. Let me catch up on the chat room because Creepy Girl just posted something I want to read. But right before that, Marion says, keto diets cause ketosis, which can lead to bad breath body odor. Is that what you were referencing? All right.
Bad breath on your
I thought you were just making fun of a diet because you often say vegans smell too. So I thought you were just doing that.
No.
But there you go. Apparently MZ knows about
like
keto.
A salad fucked a cabbage.
Creepy Girl says, religion is all based on belief and faith. None of it is actually factual. Everything's been modified over the years, kind of like when you play the game Telephone, and as a story gets told, it changes from person to person. So people that are religious, it's just what they believe or what they have faith in. Is any of it true? There's not really a lot of proof of that, so you just have to believe. I thought this film had a good discussion on religion, and there was some good scenes in it, but overall, it was an okay film for me. But the religious discussion part of it, I thought, was pretty interesting and smart. So, yeah, I mean, I want to sort of add to that and say the fact that, not Rocky's country, our country here in America, wants to base a lot of their laws and rules on Christianity is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's like saying like, oh, THX 1138, like from George Lucas, like was such a landmark film. We're going to make our laws and rules based around that. Like it's the same
Order
thing.
66 is going to be real.
I mean, it's the same fucking thing. It's a story, and it's based on some non-fictional characters and concepts, but it is a fucking story, you assholes.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, like with anything from the Babylonian tales into Greece and Rome, and even up to now with comic books, there's all been a fixture to tell a moral tale of the morals of that time period. And to be fair, some of the ideas are not terrible. It's like, don't be going around stabbing motherfuckers. It's probably a thing we can all get on board with. So, that's fucking all right. But then
Yeah.
some other motherfuckers
Yeah, but it's okay
came in
to
and was
shoot.
like, well,
It's okay to shoot him though.
Well, not
Well,
on a
that's-
whim.
that's the thing. I can trade a goat to fuck MZ's fucking second cousin, third remove.
Jesus.
If I give him a goat. But what I'm saying is that's the premise of everything, was like some good tales are in there, but people take shit literally versus taking it as a parable, a story,
Right.
a panel in a
Exactly.
comic to say, killing this guy isn't the fucking right idea. Trying to get people to understand that there's ways to peacefully coexist is not a terrible idea. It's tricky, especially when you have so many different versions of different iterations of ideology. But by the same token, the generalized ideas of things we can all get on board with, religious, non-religious alike, and say, yeah, killing people is bad. Yeah, feeding people who can't, fucking, yeah, good. Simple, basic ideologies, are in there, but then it's crowded up with a bunch of other shit, as MZ said, that people just over the years tacked on their little extra. And then when their version of religion was like, well, we don't want to tack on that extra, well, they branched off and formed this other little offshoot so they could have this couple of things they wanted. That's when shit gets murky, and that's when people should understand it's all created by men. We're all fallible. When I say men, I mean the human species in general. We're all fallible to sit there and take anybody's first. If I told you tomorrow that I shit out a xenomorph in the toilet last night and it became sentient and is now fucking showing me how to properly rule the world, would you be willing to join me?
Yes.
I would believe it.
You would believe it.
would
Okay.
join
Well,
you.
then
Yeah.
you would believe it.
Well, of all the things you shit out, a xenomorph is probably not the most absurd thing that came out of your anus.
Anus?
Your anus.
Is that like Anubis? Is
Yeah,
Anubis
yeah.
an anus?
I'm the god Anus.
And actually, I want to kind of just tack on one thing you said. When you say created by man, I think you when you say not like the gender, I think it is the gender, because it is religion is a form of control, as as is stated in some parts of this film, and that's where the patriarchy comes from, because women.
But not all, because there's a lot of Caribbean ones and stuff that were mostly
I'm talking about
started, like,
I'm talking about monotheistic religions that we're talking about from this film, like
the ones directly
Judaism,
into
Christianity, Islam. Yeah,
Mormonism.
there's obviously like some like paganism and others that are like not like that and very feminine based, feminine energy.
But you get 49 virgins. What the fuck, asshole? Really?
right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and
guys?
just so even take Mormon,
geeks.
Book of Mormon, like in this, like it's so funny because we paused the movie for a second. Tanya said, "Oh, like Joseph Smith is such a fucking," like she told me all about him, and I was like, "I don't even know who that guy
For
is."
as much as he's a piece of shit, Brigham Young's a bigger piece of shit.
Oh, or
fucking
that, yeah.
Those two motherfuckers
Yeah.
can suck a bag of fucking hellfire dicks.
But like legit, the dude made a reason to have multiple wives. Like that's it. Like
Yeah.
and
It's like, no, honey. I know God. Listen, I know you saw something.
right. God
But-
said that this is okay. I know
Yeah.
I know you
Oh,
saw
listen.
something.
So listen, Jesus came and visited me on the shitter last week, and he said, what would be good is if you had an extra pair of hands around here to fucking clean up. So he just said it's a good idea that we should go. It's so fucking stupid. You can tell that was something tagged on somebody who was just like, I can have how many? Unlimited.
Do you think if condoms were invented earlier, there wouldn't be religion? Because it seems like religion is all about getting off and controlling
was
people.
what? There was versions of it back in the Middle Ages, right? The catgut ones came out around the end of the Middle Ages, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's all fucking.
there's but it is this sense of control. It really is based around patriarchy, and there's shit. I was thinking, going to try and think of another religion, but anyways, there's like in a lot of these like nations where these religions were a thing, women barely had like autonomy to do anything. Like women couldn't vote in this country for a fucking while, right? Like that's
until the 1920s.
yeah, like that's insane, right?
Women couldn't have fucking credit cards
Right.
until like 87.
Right. Like, and like, you know, Tanya showed me some stuff. There's like, the reason women didn't have pockets for a long time is because the man carried all the money.
Yep.
You know, like all
and their
these
buttons would be the other way,
Right.
and that's how the fucking
Because
handmaidens would make them and shit.
it's
and fucking-
yeah, because they would button the man's clothing. So it had to be
This all brings
the
to
opposite way.
premise of the whole point of this flick is what the actual objective is for most people who make this a dominant. You know, it's different. It's different. It's just a spiritual place of being. Like, take for instance, you want to just be at peace and always be nice to people. That's your version of whatever religion it is. I always have one rule when it comes to religion. And this is the rule I've stuck by since the mid 90s. Is if your religion quietly makes you a better person, no problem. If it fucking loudly
100%.
makes you a bigger asshole, there's a fucking problem. Much like a drug, you can't fucking handle this.
Mhm.
So
Right.
you need to get off the
Yes.
fucking drug because you fucking don't understand what this is supposed to be about.
Whatever makes you go to fucking work, whatever makes you go to fucking pay your bills, whatever the fuck, and do your shit, fine. Just don't fuck with people.
right. And that's and that's
Yeah.
where it becomes a problem, is because people are taught that it is the one true religion. Like you know, in this movie, he was looking for the one true religion, and people think their religion is the only religion, and everyone else is
Right.
wrong.
Or the only one that's valid.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are all fucking linked in some form or fashion. Like, if
They're
you
all
look,
linked,
if you
even back to
some form of fascist.
yeah, if you look into Christianity and you let's say you laid it on top of paganism, they fucking stole everything from paganism.
Oh, they stole a lot.
And they
Christmas
tried-
trees, dog.
And then
Christmas
they
trees,
called them pagans, which was a negative term. You know, that's not a term they gave themselves.
People
Because
against normalcy and good.
yeah.
Look out,
But-
Muppets.
But look at all the pagan holidays and religions, and just look at how how similar it is to Christian ones, and
Thing
you
is-
find out which one was around first, and then come back
Thing
and
is,
talk to me.
The thing is that every culture has had some form of something where, even if you don't call it a religion, where it was just a form of, you know, their end of the year of introspection or end of harvest, or, you know, they all had some sort of celebrations around these times. So as people started using religion and theocracy to fucking dive in and use it as as a form of, you know, control and use subservience and stuff like that, they began to absorb these other things so that they could coax people over to, look, we've got Christmas trees too. Look, we've got Saturnella things
Yeah.
too. We've
They
got,
had
you
to
know,
absorb
all
other
these
things, yeah, just to
Exactly.
make it appeal. Man, I feel like we could keep going on this, but we do kind of have
I
to
could
wrap
go
this up.
forever on that.
Let me Creepier has some more thoughts in the chat. She also said, great acting, sets, and filming. Story lost me towards the end. And she says, yes, and let me just say, I don't have anything against religion. I consider myself a Christian. I don't go to church, but I believe there's a higher power, and I believe in the 10 Commandments. I was raised Catholic, but I was always the girl that had 1 million questions, like, where did the dinosaur fit in? And how come a child killer molester can just say 10 Hail Marys or whatever and be forgiven? I had a lot of questions.
But the fucking Kool-Aid.
Yeah. And
Jim Jones will knock you out with one punch.
she also said, when I was a kid, I would read the Bible over and over. I love the stories, but a lot of it, I was like, that can't be true. I mean, look at stories like Mary, Immaculate Conception, David and Goliath, things like that. Obviously, those aren't true. And there are non-denominational churches out there that really do help the poor. So religion isn't really a bad thing, but I believe everyone should have their own belief or their own faith. It all depends on the individual. There are definitely bad religions out there, and there's the Bad Religion Band.
Oh yeah, fucking the American Jesus. He lives by
Still
the
killing it,
Yeah.
dude. Still killing it. So I'm
She
an
says-
MGM this summer, dog.
That religion's the shit, man.
I live in the town where the word of faith I live in the town where the Word of Faith people live. There have been documentaries about them, and they own half the town I live in, and I always hear crazy stories.
And
So
that's the thing, like even like Chris Rock did that bit, about, maybe like before refrigeration, a pork chop might kill you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like we have freezers, we have stuff. And you know what? Don't fuck kids. How about that?
Jesus Christ.
How about just don't fuck kids?
Let me bring this let me bring us all around. So I'll bring it all around
All right.
to say that. So while I didn't like the second half of the movie quite as much, I feel it was needed because the first half, in essence, posits this sort of like theory. It presents this question or this dialogue, and then it gets put into practice, right? Like it's what do you believe?
I tell you what, questions. Vic Sage wouldn't fucking deal with any of this shit.
Oh yeah, boy.
So, it gets put into practice, and then the girls have to sort of put their blind faith in something or not, and I thought that was really interesting to sort of see it talked about and then put into practice. And while I think it got like, I'm not going to say that this movie reminded me of Barbarian, but in a way, Barbarian came to mind because it turned into something else once they went down into the basement, so to speak, right? And that's kind of like Barbarian did something like that. So not saying that, not saying it's an iteration of Barbarian. This is a completely different movie, but it's similar in that once it went into the basement down the stairs, the movie kind of switched, it changed. So, but I think it was important to do that, to sort of put into practice some of the theories and questions that it was asking in the first half, of like, do you blindly believe in this thing that I tell you? Because that's what they do in church, or that's what they do in this book. So why shouldn't you believe me? Or why should you not, should you not? So I thought that was interesting. And, I do have some questions about the end because I don't think it's quite clear what the ending says. But overall, I think it's a very thought-provoking film that does some really interesting things well. It doesn't necessarily take a side, I don't think, but
no, it doesn't.
But in a way, it asks so many questions and to the point that I could see people thinking that this film would be heretical.
I think the point of this was to invoke the question, because my theory in the sunshine is like, yes, she made it through, but now she's going to question.
All right, well, let's not talk about the end.
Sorry, I didn't think that. Well, maybe I guess it was. I meant the spoiler returns.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up about this? Because I know there's probably so much more, but we do have to wrap it up soon.
I'll do it for the end.
All right, Rock, what about the Jar Jar Binks impression? Do you think Hugh Grant's going to go back to the drawing board with that one or what?
I really loved when he was bringing it out to the fucking, as soon as he brought up the fucking Phantom Menace, dude, I just started dying. It's like, you got to fucking catch a capture of that and play it for Berto tomorrow night.
Actually, not only was it Jar Jar Binks, but the great power comes great responsibility. Was that Kierkegaard? Was that somebody
Voltaire.
else? Oh, Voltaire.
Yeah.
Real
long before Spider-Man, yes.
That fucking tore my reality apart.
You thought that, Stan Lee created that or something?
Then Uncle Ben.
Probably Jack Kirby probably helped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Uncle Ben was taking it from his literary knowledge. He just knew his Voltaire.
Did not know that.
Let me see.
Everything is an iteration. This fucking podcast is an iteration of some other piece of shit you guys heard at some point in time.
I know. I wear my influence on my sleeve.
And it was even, I'm actually looking it up here, and it says, An early Christian parallel appears at the end of Jesus' parable of the faithful servant. And it says, let me see if I can read it. This is from the New International Version of the Bible. It says, from everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. So there's been like versions of it, but yeah, I think Voltaire was the one who originally sort of coined that phrase specifically with those words.
Yeah, as it is phrased, yes. I think you are correct.
Well, didn't hear that. But you know what? I think humans are natural storytellers. We got to fucking figure out shit that we don't understand. Whether it's the fucking, gods in the sky that create the stars, or fucking Zeus, come stars. I don't fucking know how that shit happens.
The fact that we're riding on a tortoise's back is killing me.
Right. His name is probably Leonardo, because he was my favorite turtle.
And let me just say one more thing. Is also I talked about the Cathars earlier, and some other sort of Gnostic religions that deciphered the Bible in a different way. Apparently, and this is something that Tanya is very knowledgeable about, and other people have said. I've seen other people talk about this. Is that the idea behind that Jesus was like whoever was the sort of non-fictional character for Jesus, Jesus or whatever,
Yahweh, whatever road you want to
no,
go
not
down.
Yahweh's just something different. That's God. But that character was apparently he studied like Buddhism and Hinduism and like all these different religions and brought his message to the people. And it was essentially, he was trying to teach self-enlightenment. So it's within you. Religion is basically within you. You need to sort of find enlightenment within yourself, not look towards some other fucking martyr character and swear your fucking allegiance and your life to them. That's not the message, it's like even fucking bastardized that the message that he was trying to convey is not at all what people follow, which is fucking crazy. So I don't know.
Don't disrespect Brian.
Brian
Brian is Lord. Oh, come
Okay.
on. No Monty Python fans. Life of Brian.
God,
Nobody?
your references are like 30 years old for me. So no, I didn't get
See?
that.
It's what he fucking does.
No, yours.
It's what he fucking does, Rocky.
Well,
I
yours are
know,
like
man.
25
I see
years
this shit
old.
every week too.
Rocky,
I'm 25.
no.
Damn,
Raven
all
Shadow.
right.
Raven Shadow's references are like 20 to 25 years old.
Listen.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Look at him. He looks like fucking anorexic Keanu Reeves.
all right.
Stuck in his own matrix.
You guys have anything else? All right, let's do the verdict on this one. So let's see. All right, let's do it.
Trick or treat, baby.
I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right, verdict time. We're going to let you know whether Heretic was a trick or a treat. Any final thoughts? Let's start with MZ.
Ultimately, the question is why? Why do you follow this God? Why do you follow this religion? What forced you to do this? I mean, that's one religion asking another religion. It could be either one. It doesn't matter which.
Two religions
which one
walk
says.
into a bar.
Hello, Jews. Hello, Muslims.
My religion is better than your religion, and all this other stuff like that. So it doesn't. And ultimately, there is no right answer, but there is. And if this is how I see it, about what religion is, and you know, it's going to piss off a lot of heavily religious people. This
I
movie's
don't
gonna
think they're
piss off
listening. I don't think they're listening to the show. So
Not anymore.
whether they listen to the show is irrelevant. I'm talking about the film, and I think that, you know, religious people watching this movie it's gonna affect them. It's gonna anger them because all it does is question their beliefs, and you know, and basically just put it in a paper bag, set it on fire, and stomp on it. That's really what it does.
You shit in my house.
And so,
shit in my house, man.
you know, so it's going to be pissing off a lot of people. But it's smartly written. It's very well acted. I think the cam work is exceptional here. Very well done. The tone, the lighting, the atmosphere is all on point for just a bleak setting. And then when you go deeper and deeper into the house, it just becomes even more bleak and more upsetting, but it's very effective. I think this is a very well made movie. This is a big treat for me. I enjoyed it.
All right, Michael Ravenshadow.
So I think ultimately it's about getting two kids and a mustache twirling villain in a scenario for horror movie shit. And I think it used religion as the catalyst. But end of the day, it became a horror movie. And I think there's some great stuff there. I mean, like, religion definitely gives its fucking scary shit. But I thought Hugh Grant is coming up. He's definitely been watching his Ethan Hawke tapes.
He's an up-and-coming Hungry Young Tiger.
Up-and-coming Hungry Young Tiger. And I like mustache twirling, handsome, chewing scenery Hugh Grant. I think it's cool. And what's the girl's name from Yellow Jackets?
Sophie Thatcher.
Oh my gosh, she is going to be a fucking badass in every role she plays. She's killer.
She should be Cassandra Cain.
That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be terrible. But again, I think they use religion as a reason to get the characters to the horror dance. And it was Ollie is not.
He really liked this. He really liked that
That's
movie.
fair. He's not as much agnostic as he just hasn't really been convinced of any all-powerful force yet.
He wants to know where his fucking sister wives are.
The all-powerful force is the one that gives him a treat right now.
That's true, yeah, which I might have to do that. So listen, believe whatever you want, just don't be a dick.
Right.
And really don't go fucking downstairs. So, all right, here's the thing. If you knew that your fucking elder is probably going to be looking for you, these two girls should have at least flexed a little bit and stayed up in the fucking living room. You know what I mean? Like, when things got fucking weird, like, how old is Hugh Grant?
But that's it. All comes down to belief, man. He said that they couldn't get out the front door. They believed him.
Yeah, well, you got to flex. You got to flex, and never go
give
downstairs.
Ollie a fucking treat.
I'm gonna get Ollie a treat, like in Shutter Island when fucking D'Onofrio and the other motherfucker were wearing their cop gear, and they're like, "Oh, take your fucking clothes off, put some fucking scrubs on." Are you fucking muting me?
No.
Oh, I thought you were doing that thing where you're gonna. All right.
Not muted. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I love you.
Wolfie's using his fucking his power.
I have a hard time.
Silence the heretic.
Yeah. Treat. I'm gonna give Ollie a treat.
He doesn't think a movie is a treat. He's just gonna give Ollie a treat.
Yeah. I gotta give him something.
All
right. Yeah.
All right, Rock. What's your verdict?
Like I said at the beginning of this, I just enjoyed the ride. There was tension the whole way through, which really grabbed me right out of the gate. All the theology talk and breaking down of, everything through the many different means, the exposition of it all. I really enjoyed the majority of all the dialogue in this. The house, I really enjoyed that fucking, even towards the end when you thought it was going to end in the one place, there was still more to go. So it was like, it kept propelling you. I really enjoyed the design of the pie bearer and just the general creepiness that it all had. And I got to give props to everybody. Was fantastic in this flick, even Eric Foreman. But Hugh Grant really he's somebody that I could see playing a lot of these darker roles more often. And I hope he gets more gigs doing this so he can expand. Because I think there's a demeanor and a delivery he's got that really adds to a creep factor when he can really recess into it. So this is a big treat. I really enjoyed this movie a lot.
All right. And I'll try to make this short and sweet. And same for me. This is a big treat. I thought this was really well made. And I love the first half of this is almost like perfection as it like comes to building tension with dialogue. Now, obviously, it's not discounting the camera work and the sound and the audio and everything else, but it's really the dialogue carries it, and without strong dialogue, it doesn't work. But I just thought it felt so organic and natural, and just really loved the beginning of this. I did like the whole movie as a whole, but the first half I think is almost flawless. And the second half is also super interesting, and I think it is important that it went in the direction that it did. But I liked the first half so much that I felt like I almost wanted more of that because it was done to perfection. That scene where he's talking about Monopoly, that's like, to me, that is one of the most mesmerizing scenes in a movie this year. It was really fucking good. So yeah, it's a big treat for me. I really dug it, and look forward to seeing more from these filmmakers. So there you have it. Our thoughts on Heretic. Check it out. It's on VOD right now, and I'm sure it'll be streaming in due time. Oh, let me just real quick. Creepy Girl says, "Oh my God, I think this is the first time in the history that me and Wolfie completely agree." And it's on something big as religion, so that's a big deal, Creepy Girl. I think we've agreed more than that, but yes, I know it doesn't seem like it happens all that often. She also says, "I feel like a part of the message in this is, here's this guy that doesn't really believe in religion, and look, he turned out to be an evil person."
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely look at it that way, but I think they had to kind of flip it a little bit to show that religion isn't all bad, I guess, like, because he did his research. He couldn't, I love that scene where he says, the more I looked, the less I knew. The more, like, I can't remember how I worded it, but like the more questions I had, the less answers I had, or something like that,
One thing I want to throw in, Wolfie, am I cutting out anyone's verdict?
No, we're all done.
I just want to say, like, this is for anything, whether it's a belief in a deity, it's a belief in a IP. If you love a character, you love a game, you love a sports franchise, you love your significant other, you love your friends. If you're going to watch something, and because somebody says something to the contrary of what your belief is, and it shatters your belief probably isn't that strong. What I'm trying to say by that is like I'm a comic book fan. A couple years back, Bill Maher made a joke about comic book fans being in their basement. That's fine. I'm not one of those fans, and I'm not taking offense to it. It was a funny joke. So something, whether it be a line of dialogue or a Kevin Smith film with a poop monster, if that makes you so fucking fragile that you can't take it, or you're like fucking piece of shit Mike Pence and can't be in the room with a fucking woman because you might fucking, something might happen to your fucking wife. You know what I mean? Like, you're a fucking douchebag. Control your shit and believe your shit. Nothing, a song, a movie, a show, a conversation should not shatter your beliefs. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll just add that last thing I'll say about it is just have critical thinking. Like, why do I believe this? Why is this the way it is? Like, just question things and see what it means to you. Just don't blindly fucking believe everything you hear. I'll just kind of cap it there. All right.
Right. It's fucking dumb that Anakin was immaculately conceived, right? You guys fucking know this. This
No,
is
no, no,
stupid.
we're not. No, we're not talking about Star Wars right now. That's a fucking rabbit hole we don't need to go down.
Well, see, when you mix
No.
some midichlorians with
The next
with the
movie we're going to be
Rodian test-
talking about is MadS, and this film is from 2024. It is TVMA, and it is 89 minutes. It is a horror thriller written and directed by David Moreau, and it stars Lucille Guillaume, Laurie Pavi, Milton Rich, Lukoski Yovel, Sasha Ridikawa, and Vincent Pazdermazjian. Before I mess any other names up, I'll stop right there. And the synopsis of this: a teenager who stops off to see his dealer to test a new drug before heading off for a night of partying. On the way home, he picks up an injured woman, and the night takes a surreal turn.
Don't fucking do that.
Okay, so first thing need to mention about this, you guys all know this. Oh shit, hold on. I changed the Chiron. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to change the poster. This film was all one shot.
Allegedly.
No, it's not alleged. It was. It is a complete one take. So it was one long tracking shot with no breaks, and that alone right there, I think, is worth discussing whether or not we like the movie or not. But this has been done before, very rarely, and I would say with varying degrees of success. It is impressive as fuck to be able to do this. I don't care how good or bad your movie is, no matter what. It is impressive to film a feature-length film in one take.
It's an endurance and organizational test.
Absolutely. And you have to for the amount of for however long it takes to film a movie with, different, doing all the different scenes and stuff like that, it probably took just as long for them to practice this, because to do this, you have to have it fucking perfect, and not just the actors, not just the camera people, not just the director, but also the people who are doing effects or things that are happening off camera that you just don't see. It is choreography that is just unbelievable to try to tackle. So I just want to call that out. This film was released in October in the US. It's a French film, and it is streaming on Shudder. So if you guys like what you hear, you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's called MadS, MAD, It's all one word though. So if you just type in MadS, it'll come up. Let's jump in, and MZ, why don't you go ahead and give your first impression of MadS? I know you saw this one a few weeks ago or months.
Couple months ago, I did. When I found out, I knew nothing about it, but it looked interesting enough, so I gave it a shot. And when I didn't know that it was going to be one long continuous take. I figured that was just its selling point, and that possibly, there's going to be some sly editing in there. And when I watched it, I felt like, there might have been some slight editing in there, but if you're confirming what you're saying is that this is all one take, it is absolutely incredible. I mean, not only do you have to worry about the actors, but I mean, and I guess maybe not so much the background characters, the partiers and shit like that, because I mean, even if you were to lose a couple during the shoot, it's not going to matter that much. But you got to rely on a good number of them to maintain the appearance throughout the film. Your cameraman, like you said, and everybody else. But one thing that you did not bring up that you have to count on is the public that's out there going about doing their own business, because this is a movie that moves all over the city, okay, and all over the town, whatever it is, but it covers a wide area, so you got to rely on the just the general public who happen to be driving by or walking by or whatever, and just going about their business and hope that they're not like standing around watching a camera, following them everywhere. You know what I mean? And then breaking up the believability of what you're watching. So the fact that this is shot in one take is absolutely amazing. Good, bad, or indifferent, regardless whether, just like Wolfie, just like what Wolfie said.
You know how much shit I get for that on Thursday or on Wednesday nights? MC, I just want to point it out right now that he didn't say a fucking thing to you for that. But I so much as fucking run a sink in the background. That motherfucker, what the fuck you doing, man?
But just the whole idea, the blocking, the timing. I mean, everything is intricately down to the last second. The phone calls, it just has to be done just right. And here it is done just right. It's an incredible piece of filmmaking. As far as the story goes, well, we'll talk about that later. But I think it's got a good, strong story. I really enjoy this. This is going to sound really kind of like silly, but to me, I think that title screen is amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And I feel that, knowing that this is shot in one take, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that was actually built. If that title screen was actually built on set.
No way.
Yeah,
How great would that be? I know it isn't, but how great would it be if it really was?
If everything was in camera,
popular, that would be like a great landmark for the town. But
it would be. It would be.
Let me just add one more.
I love you.
Let me add one more thing. I didn't realize this, and we're trying to go quickly, so I just forgot to look it up. But this is the guy who directed Ills. MZ.
Oh yeah, Ills. Yeah.
From 2006, from the French extremity movement. Also, like the American title is Them, but it's a really well known French extremity picture.
Yeah, and I who knows? Maybe this will reignite that flame that burnt out so many years ago.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about the film as we go along. But that's my opening, so we can get this moving.
He also did you see a movie called The Eye? MZ?
Yes.
Yeah, he did that as well. With Jessica Alba.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the remake of the
Japanese film. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So just wanted to call that out. The same dude who did Ills.
Yep.
All right. Raven Chatham, how about you? First impression of this movie?
Yeah. No. I mean, it was. I heard about the gimmick and I was intrigued. Going through any movie that opens up with drug use, I'm down and can relate. I didn't know why what they were storing was brown, because normally that's not something you want to do.
Yeah, at first I thought maybe it could have been heroin, but
right.
It wasn't 100% positive on that.
But yeah, normally you don't want to snort brown stuff.
Well,
just
you
saying.
can't really help that in a public restroom. Just saying.
Yeah, you don't really want to do that, even if you get extra. And from the jump, we see our main character. I'm not trying to do a synopsis, Wolfie.
Well, apparently you are.
Once again, opening up with drug use, dope, and then continuing, things go askew, and then that sucks because everything should be really awesome after you do drugs.
Jesus Christ! Did you watch this movie?
He zones off.
Did you stop after the drugs?
Yeah, I'm like, a treat.
That's when he stopped watching the movie after the drugs.
Yeah.
He did a lot of drugs. Got 5 minutes in. I was like, I'm done.
All right,
really related to the character.
Let's cap the first impression there. Let's go to Rocky.
All right.
the one thing I will say about this is everything MZ said. It was like some of the things they pulled off in a one shot in this, small little things like that. What Wolfie just said is like how much organization and dry runs they did for this, because little things like, especially in hectic situations, like there's a couple of scenes where mirrors are in the shot, and there's even one really great one where there's a window to a vehicle and there's movement that forces the camera to have to pan. The camera was never in the reflection in the, like, there was some very intricate fucking shots of this thing that blew my fucking hair back. The only other thing I would say about this first impression is, and I told Wolfie this in a text when he asked me if I wanted to do the movies and then told me what the movies were so that I could go watch the trailers to see if I was interested. My wife was with me on the couch and she told me straight up, she's like, the Hugh Grant flick I'm in with you on, but I think you're on your own for this other one. But I ended up watching it today and she was on the couch and she ended up watching it. She was like, so this is all one continuous camera shot. I'm like, yeah. So my wife actually got enthralled just by the fact that it was shot that way. And she ended up actually, she looked at me, she's like, I enjoyed that way more than I thought I was going to. Of course, she actually has conversational French, so she didn't have to rely totally on the subtitles like I did.
Yeah.
But so that's a big to do, because I told Wolfie straight up that my wife wasn't going to be hip to the second one, but she ended up actually kind of enjoying it this afternoon. So
yeah, that's pretty awesome. So for me, like, I'll just keep mine pretty brief and just say that, like, this is a fucking achievement. Like, it's, and the amount of craziness in this, like, I don't even, like, I would love to know how many times they had to bail on a take and redo it or something, because there's no way you get this right on the first try, right? Like,
I think
especially some of the gun stuff.
Yeah.
The fifth take.
The Fifth Element. The fifth. I think Ravenshaw's drinking a fifth right now.
No. I think this was shot. This is the fifth night. This was the one they used.
The film is what it took.
Is Marion feeding that info?
Go on the Google, Wolfie. You're the producer.
Did she?
I'm doing research on my Chromebook.
Go on.
So
like a Google.
I think the film is a huge fucking achievement. Like, I don't even know, like, I can't even fathom like the amount of work it takes to just put this together and make this work. There is some pretty crazy stuff that happens in it, and especially like, I know it's like early on in the film, but I really I love the stuff when the girl gets in the car, like at the very beginning. Like,
fuck that.
That was like pretty fucking creepy.
Right.
And this dude is just trying to like keep driving and doing his thing. And like he's got this girl he doesn't know in his car who's all bandaged up and has like fucking, hospital gown on. And it's like, what the fuck? And
bandaged up.
Yeah. It's just a really like, it just so happened, it had just happened suddenly and everything just fucking goes haywire from there. And I love the stuff with, like, I actually thought the stuff with the
out the door.
What's that? I didn't hear you, Rock. Yeah, I think Rocky's Canadian internet just fucking running him amok.
Yep.
But yeah, I like even the scene when he's trying to like turn the alarm off and he calls the alarm company and stuff. Like, some of the stuff I thought was really fucking cool. And are really tense. And this film like really gets your fucking blood pumping. It's like incredibly tense all the way through, and it's done. This one, it's the opposite of Heretic. It's done with action, like, whereas the other one was dialogue. This is there is a lot of dialogue in this, but like it, I would say it's about half the amount of dialogue that was in Heretic. But this just is a fucking, just hits the ground running and just doesn't stop,
And it has that like late 90s, early 2000s kinetic pace of something from like like a Go, or like some of those drug fueled like Spun, Salt and Sea, not like comparison, but even like Requiem for a Dream, where it brings you in this like drug culture world, that the parties of like, you know what I mean? Like, and even watching that with Mary, she's like, I don't want to be in those kind of places at all. And I'm like, me either. But just maybe for a couple hours, I wouldn't mind going back to that a little bit.
United the Roxbury motherfucker.
Yeah, but no, that very frantic, that very, I don't mean Harrison Ford, but like, you know what I mean? That very, just that drug culture, which only one of us, two of us on this show can understand fully. But MZ
MZ smoked some Primo Ganj once or twice.
Yeah, that was cute. But
yeah, and Raven Shadow did like 3 hours before the show.
Dude,
How many hot dogs did you eat that day, MZ?
Yeah, thank you.
With or without tampons.
Rocky doesn't know the story, apparently. I'm not gonna.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
You told that to me the last time talking about it. It just came out of left field.
But like, never after you do drugs and buy drugs, don't pull over on the side of the road. Just drive home. Just drive fucking home. And then he picks that girl up, and everything about it, you're like, oh my God, everything that's happening now sucks. You just felt for this character.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was great throughout this whole film, that occasionally it kept coming back from a different person, but just the fact that the whole thing started off with him trying to get somebody help, but the second they're like, sir, we're going to send the police. No.
Yeah.
No.
Get the fuck out.
I like how it separates itself though, where you have 3 different chapters in this movie.
Yeah.
Where the first chapter, the big chapter, deals with Romain, or however.
Romain Stamos.
I think that's how it's pronounced, Romain. And then the second chapter deals with his girlfriend. And then the third chapter deals with the other girl.
His other girlfriend.
His other girlfriend. So I like how it's separate, and I think that's a wise move. I mean, unless you're dealing with like really top-notch actors and actresses that could keep going with something like that throughout the entire film, because there's a point where we lose Rahman, and we don't see him again, we don't hear him again, and then
I think it's
it goes
building the history. We really still don't know what was truly happening, and B, who those motherfuckers were. Like, there's so many questions left, but it was such an enjoyable run.
Yeah, it kept your interest. It definitely kept my interest. I mean, and the technical aspect aside, I mean, just the story itself was rather interesting, even though we've seen it before many times. I mean, it's the technique of this type of storytelling is a good one. The actual telling of the story and what it's about is a tired one. Let's be honest. I mean, we've dealt with this kind of stuff all the time. It's we could go to The Crazies or 28 Days Later or Outbreak or whatever the case might be, or I mean, I guess
Crazies too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going down that path, but it's the technique that makes it interesting. I guess they did. I guess everyone did a pretty good job considering. Well, let me rephrase that. I think everybody did a good job, considering the technical aspects of this movie. It keeps you entertained. It keeps you riveted. There's always something going on. If there's nothing going on, then there's interesting dialogue going on, and that keeps your interest. So this movie is constantly moving. It's constantly moving. It doesn't stop for a second, really. And I guess that goes along with the frenetic pace. The frenetic pace of this movie goes along with the stoned, or what I guess the high nature of our lead actor, and how he's all completely wasted, so everything's like a big blur to him. And it gets to be like that for us because everything is just moving at such a frenetic pace. I dig it, but it doesn't get to the point where you lose control and you have no idea where you are or what you're doing. And that's right on the director, and I think he did a great job directing this film, because it could go off the rails based on the frenetic nature of our lead actor, and then that would be a catapult to what's going on with the other two girls, because of how do I put it, the fact that this guy took so many drugs is the catalyst for the frenetic nature of this movie, but it's the disease that propels it over to the other two girls to continue the story and to complete the movie. But I enjoyed how this was played out.
Yeah.
You know what this kind of reminded me of when it first started? I was on here once. We reviewed that movie, Bliss.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
With the artist.
Yep.
Got all cranked up, and you didn't know whether it was the drugs making him think they were a vampire or what, whatever the case was.
Oh shit.
I thought this was going to be that at first, and it went somewhere different. But in the beginning, I thought it was going to be that.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I did enjoy kind of what MZ was saying. I like how the narrative kind of like, kept building, but went from from one character to another. It's like it's not at all like these movies, but it's like Shocker or like Fallen, where the killer kind of like can change bodies. Like this wasn't like that at all, but it was almost like the sickness was what was being followed, not a specific character. And I thought that was actually a really interesting idea and a way to set it up. There's also some shots in here that I have no idea how they fucking did. Like there's, oh shit, what was it?
Let me,
go ahead.
How about the eyes? How did they do the eyes in the one shot? Like,
well, there was post-production on this, so I mean,
yeah, that was done. That was done in post.
Yeah, just like the title MZ was talking about. So I mean, not everything was in front of the camera. They did add some stuff post-production, but I imagine it was pretty minimal. But also, I'm surprised. Well, actually, he's not here right now. I'll wait for Raven Shadow to get back. Something I'm surprised he didn't bring up yet. But yeah, there was some shots that are just really crazy. Like they had to have been in a car, because they were driving with the dude in the car at the beginning. They're driving on the scooter, and the camera's following them all along. And there's even one scene where the camera goes through a window, like someone jumps out a window, and then the camera follows. I was like, how the fuck did they do that? It wasn't just a small drop either. It was like a pretty good drop.
That was basically Raimi inspired, I think, like a Ramo cam sort of thing, where the camera just follows through with through the window.
But somebody had to have been carrying the camera, right?
Carrying the camera, there could be a rope on the handle of the camera.
Yeah, I suppose there could have been some tricks. Yeah, but if someone was holding that while jumping out of the window, that'd be fucking crazy because you can't see where you're landing, right?
Right.
But no, you could be right about that. Yeah, there could be some tricks involved, but then someone would have to pick the camera up, and go with it after. So either way, it's fucking crazy. Raven Chat, I was going to say something, but I noticed you weren't there.
Sorry.
We have an entry into next year's Cocktober.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah.
The guy's French crawler was hanging out. Yeah.
French crawler.
And you see his baguettes.
Raven Chow.
Yeah, he had slow hangers there. He had some low hangers
What's
there.
what's the Cocktober rating on this?
Oh, it's a barely a dick.
Barely a dick. There's a fine line between an undersized penis and an oversized.
What's the
No, it wasn't the microphones, but-
the Crum rating?
Yeah, I would have mowed the lawn a little bit to show more.
He's French, dude.
Yeah,
They don't do that.
they don't do that. All right, I don't want to focus too much more on that, but
Okay, well, it seems like
worth.
you did. So.
Well, I
You
wanted
brought
to
it
bring
up,
it up
no
for you
problem.
because you're a bit you're a big fan, right? A connoisseur of Cocktober.
Fine cocks.
Yeah,
Cocksaur?
yeah, the Cockasaur. Cockasaurus text.
I just say he was a fearless brother.
He was a fearless French brother.
Fearless French brother.
Sir, that is
All
quite
right.
a fancy schlong you have
And
there.
Creepy Girl also adds, Ills and The Eye are both great movies, but I find a lot of people have not heard of Ills. I always mention it when they say they love Strangers. I hate Strangers, and this movie came out before
Right.
that. I feel like they stole their idea. I did not like
Yes,
MadS,
Strangers
though.
is overrated.
Strangest sucks, dude. I'm with you, creepy girl.
Overrated.
Are you talking about the movie or the hand gesture? The move.
Just strangers in general.
Rock gave me a stranger last time I was in Quebec. That was pretty cool.
Quebec? That's
Hey,
weird because
so
he's
you
near
know my
Toronto.
name.
I know. I just want to see a Leafs game, dog. I don't know what the fuck he's all about.
Quebec?
Whenever Raven's Shadow makes entry, the fucking goal buzzer goes off.
All right. And Creepy Girl says, I did not like MadS, though. It was nothing special to me. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, I don't have a lot more to add. I watched this one in headphones, and I thought the sound design was fucking awesome. I don't know if you guys also got it if you didn't watch it in headphones, but there is some stuff like I legit thought like there was someone outside talking or someone was banging or like it was. And I watch a lot of movies with headphones on, and I did not that's not something that happens often. So I don't know what it was. The sound design in this was
Maybe
like
the
really
motherfuckers who
well
were
done.
in Z's house making stars were at your house and you didn't know it. 'cause you were watching
Well, it's
it with
possible.
headphones on.
Possible.
I mean, I think the magic trick of this was the filming and then ADR, right? Like ADR was big in this film.
Big in the pants? What does ADR stand for, Ray Shadow?
Additional dope
Reality.
reality. Additional dialogue.
How big was the
God
edible
damn.
tonight, Raven Shadow?
Not enough. No, but like I mean, it was like, there's a lot of fucking voiceovers and phone work. Monsieur is throwing
It's like
cats.
Cirque de Pousset over there.
Yeah. It's the fucking Muppet Show.
All right. Well, it's automatic dialogue replacement.
Isn't that what I said, Rock?
Sure. For the sake of insanity, let's go with that.
Or I'm sorry, automated, apparently. That was automated.
Yeah.
It's automated.
I love Auto Maiden.
Looks like Raven Shadow's halfway
All right.
through fucking autoerotic asphyxiation.
All right. I think we need to put an end to December double feature cram jam for the year. Let's put it to bed.
Thank you.
Let's put it to bed because it's getting late. MZ's going to turn to a plumpkin. Are you working tomorrow, MZ?
Yes.
Okay, he's working tomorrow. So
Oh, I should have fucking used his fucking
Earn time.
PTO ET benefits.
ET Eddie Torres benefits.
Yes, his benefits.
All right.
Talking to me, try to tell me how to live.
All right, let's
But I don't
Uh,
listen because my head is like a sieve.
yeah, no, let's not do this because we'll go on and on. Let's do the verdict. No music. MZ, kick us off.
Yeah. We already discussed about the technical aspect of this film, and I think it's fantastic. The story is what it is, but I mean, it's done in a way that keeps you interested. And a lot of that is thanks to the technical aspect of this film. I enjoyed this quite a bit because of that technical aspect. Again, the story is rather, it is what it is. It's nothing new. We've seen it before. So it's really that technical point of the film that catapults it. Now, if it didn't have that, this movie would probably get lost in the shuffle at some point. But because of the fact that it's all shot in one take, is really quite an achievement. It really is. And not rope, not running time, not I think it was 400 versus 1. Even
Nick of Time.
Tried to do
Nick of Time wasn't
unbroken
one shot.
Takes.
That was just real time.
Huh?
I was replying to Raven Shadow. He said Nick of Time. I said
don't reply to him. I'm doing a review here, and you're replying to him.
Well, he interrupted, so good.
He always interrupts. So, I mean, I'm going to give this a treat. It's not perfect, but the technical aspect is spot on. French chef's kiss.
That's so.
That's not a French chef's kiss.
Yeah.
What French restaurants do you go to, dude? They got help.
All right.
You need to get the help fucking inspector over that motherfucker.
Raven Shadow.
Oh, I got the douche chills. So yeah, I mean, this movie had a gimmick, but I think that this movie and the previous film we discussed is a standard plot, but just let me show you on the sausage. You turn it a little bit up.
Wow.
And it makes
Why is the
something
sausage
different.
burnt?
So it's like most movies are like this, but if I turn the sausage a little bit, a quarter, and it becomes 12 inches. You know what I mean? So what
That's
I'm trying
not
to tell
how
you
math
is,
works.
I don't know how math works.
Aren't you an accountant?
No, I got a 4 in accounting. That's out of 100. That's a true story. Senior year. But what I'm trying to tell you is great ADR. I love the fucking the backwards behind the bike sequences and the driving. I'm not saying it was fucking the French Connection, but I felt like I was along for the ride on some of this shit. And it was like, oh, are they doing the right stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was along for the ride. Rocky gets it.
You didn't see this movie. Like, I feel like you barely watched this movie.
Yeah, the drugs, the problems, the blood, the fucking scooter.
You always talk about the stuff that happens at the beginning whenever you do that. The blah, blah,
the
blah,
blood
blah,
and
blah.
the fucking thing. And the gun. No, and it was great too. I loved how when the characters would move and you would see what they see. So there's people coming in. It reminded me of like even very music videos, like Perry Farrell's Porn for Pyros, before he flipped out and threw it all away in Boston that Marion was at this past summer. But like that very like, I don't know, man. Like you fucking guys know. And only fucking Rocky is selling what I'm saying.
This is your verdict. What is you guys know? What does that fucking mean for a verdict?
Because I think we all fucking know.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck
No, don't go. Stay.
No.
Stay.
No.
Don't go.
No.
Don't go.
No. You don't
I
know
love
how
you.
to review a goddamn movie, okay? You've had 12 years and you don't know how to review a goddamn movie, and you're never gonna learn. I'm out.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Oh my god!
Wow, I think someone summoned him back to the circle in the backyard.
Oh shit! He left before I could ask him the question. Fuck.
Did he really leave?
Yeah, he left. Well, dude, it's 11:38. He leaves at 11:30.
Yeah, it's late.
Well, what the
It's gonna
fuck?
be a-
That's stupid.
Here, I'll put him
Not
passing
like
up.
people like us.
Oh, where'd that go? Oh, it says no longer available. MZ passing out GIF is no longer available. That's unfortunate.
Did we Patreon supporters?
Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, no,
He's gone.
Sucks.
Fucking go. He's
That's
gone.
Treat.
It took him leaving for you to fucking give a verdict.
Just trying to fucking paint a picture.
All right, Rock. What's yours?
Honestly, you guys have pretty much hit everything that I
Thank you.
enjoyed. This. There are some camera shots that I'm still just in awe of. That I'm still thinking about. Like I said, there's a shot with the mirror when he's in his house when the people come in to take the chick from the car away.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of shots with mirrors involved. And like I said, there's that shot in the car when the first girl gets in the Uber and she's switching seats.
Oh yeah.
And like you can see her reflection in the windshield, but you never see the camera. And then there's that other shot, which is the first time we see the gunfire in this movie, where the driver of the Uber gets out to go give shit to the fucker who's tailgating him.
Gets lit up.
And just that shot where you see how close she was even with blanks. I don't know if that was dubbed, the muzzle flash was dubbed, or if that was actually happening. I think it had to happen there to get the reflections on his face like that. There was some very close gun work in this flick for it to be a one shot like that. It was impressive. We talked about the opening shot with the banner for the thing, but that last shot with just for how long they stuck on her laughing. Meanwhile, you're seeing a silent night just start erupting into it, and the helicopter exploding, and just like the music, slow French music playing while the debris is just falling out of the sky behind her, and that shot of just laughing was just like such a bizarre, creepy exclamation point for this fucking movie. To end it like that after it's pretty much starts out the gate kind of just bam, 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 and to give you that end to kind of breathe and be like, oh, well, fucking Paris is burning, fuck it. It's I don't know if it was Paris or saying in general, but fucking anyway, there's just so much. If you're into a visual exploration and somebody who just really worked hard to I think the cinematographer's name was Felipe
Navidad.
Something of the sort. I think it was a 2-syllable last name, very French. But that guy, man, he deserves a lot of credit. I mean, everybody can have the idea, but there's the execution of this idea. And these motherfuckers who were working everything on those sets to make it work and keeping that camera rolling, there's some impressive things going on in this flick. So it is definitely a treat I was not expecting. I can't say it's a full-on, full erection type of treat, but it's not quite a tepid treat either. Somewhere in the middle. I think everyone should give it a shot, just if you really want to see a crew doing absolutely the best in this situation that you could possibly do in a one-shot film. This is definitely one of those that should be shown to film students to be like, this is how you execute this type of thing really well. So, treat.
All right. Let me see. I'm trying to get a different. Doesn't.
No.
Hold on. Let's try to do a different one.
Did he really go?
Yes, he fucking left. What's wrong with you?
Dick move.
It's not a dick move. He was about to leave anyways.
He saw me eating my piece of cake, and he got the munchies and had the bug.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, let me see if this one works. Hold on.
So anyway, that Superman trailer happened, eh?
That was dope, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I'm there for
Is
it.
that better, Raven Shadow?
Oh
You
my
see
God.
MZ's?
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Never played this game.
Oh, is that me? What is it? You need to sync that up with it's not unusual or.
I'm
Okay,
totally doing the Carlton.
How do I loop that? Why isn't it looping?
Das Lupin. That's fun.
You look like if the Jesus from Lebowski and Dora the Explorer had a child.
Wow.
Wait, if Dora the Explorer had a child?
Yeah, with Jesus from Lebowski.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess
you know what Jesus was out on, right? He was out of jail.
I can't get the loop. All right, whatever.
I'm gonna watch that on my Chromebook.
All right. So I'll go and yeah, I think just based on the technical achievements alone, this movie's a treat. Like it is fucking impressive. And even still, even if it wasn't one shot, like one take, I think I'd still would be into this. Like in terms of story, there's not a lot going on. It's like a night in the life of, right? Like like you mentioned, Raven Shadow, we've seen movies like this a lot in the 90s. And so it's not breaking any new ground in terms of story. And, you know, it's sort of a different take on of tried and true mythology. And I think it's done in a way that is, you know, kind of interesting. It's not the same. So yeah, I think overall it's a treat. I think it's a fun movie, and it's damn fucking impressive of how they were able to actually do this.
You know, and this is the movie you guys bring about those night in the life of thing. Imagine if Judgment Night was shot like this.
Right.
Well, I haven't seen the movie in so long. I don't even know like what that would look like. You know, like
Be better than the one we got.
I don't know.
Soundtrack was awesome. Wasn't a big fan of the movie.
But
Imagine if they had all the bands playing the songs live, like in real time in Judgment Night.
Now I got a murder
Yeah.
to get away. I said the gods and the fools got to pay. And if they pay, and then they pay with their life. Like another body murder, this is the shit.
Another victim, kid.
Oh, yeah. House of Pain and Helmet.
Another victim, kid.
I got the MZ one. Hold on. Marion just shared it, so let me see.
Look at Marianne saving everybody's ass this holiday season.
Yeah, we're giving away a record.
Look at the cool gift she gave you. You move fluidly like you're actually a human being on the live.
I am
feed
fluid.
now.
Yeah, fucking Chromebook's flowing.
Yeah, we fucking Wonder Twin form of a fucking bucket of piss.
I'll be your bucket of piss. What?
What the fuck?
I will be your bucket of piss.
That's so sweet.
Holy fuck.
That's so sweet.
What are you proposing to Gigi Allen? How does this fucking work?
I will be your bucket of piss.
That's like the world's worst Coldplay song.
Or best.
As opposed to the great one.
It's better than Nickelback, that's for sure.
Oh, dude.
What do you
Never
get
made
when
it
you
as a
put?
wise man.
What do you get when you put a penny in all of the asses of the members of Smash Mouth? Nickelback. Fucking Neil
You're terrible,
Hamburger.
dude.
That's Neil Hamburger. I stole his joke.
Neil Hamburger.
Yeah, Neil Hamburger is the
Oh,
fucking best.
dude, I would kill a fucking Five Guys right now.
Jesus Christ.
Kidding me?
You'd kill a Five Guys.
Fuck
I
yeah.
put 5 guys in my mouth right now. I don't give a
Me
fuck.
too. Fucking, I'd slosh that shit around. Fucking get it all over my face, neck, and chest.
Like a fucking circus seal.
Fucking grease dripping through my beard.
Did you say like a circus seal?
Yeah.
Like a circus seal. Yeah. I get the reference. I'm with you there, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Like a
wrong.
circus seal. I'm going to come over to your house and I'm going to make love to you in someplace really uncomfortable.
The back of a Volkswagen?
Raven Chow, you're gonna make yourself jealous. So you don't have your Volkswagen anymore.
Did you
I
have a
am
bug
fucking
or a
pissed
van?
off about that. I am. Fucking Boba Jetta.
Did you have a bug or a van?
No, man. What am I? I'm fucking 6'3". I'm gonna have a fucking bug. Yeah, that'll fucking be great.
It's the same. It's the same
No.
fucking size as the Jetta. The inside.
No,
Oh, you had a Jetta.
Yeah, no, I was like Hightower. I took out the front seat and sat in the back.
You're not
Yeah,
that
something-
tall. I mean, come on.
No, but I'm a tall drink of water, though. You know what I mean?
If you
My,
say so.
My first car was a Volkswagen, but it was a Dasher. And here's the trick about that: if very few of them
Dancer?
made, yeah, and there was a Volkswagen Dasher. Go look it up. Mine was baby shit brown, And here was the key to the Dashers. It was Volkswagen's first line of diesel vehicles. So my first car was a diesel Volkswagen.
That's not real.
That is real. Look it up, Volkswagen Dasher right now.
There
Probably
it-
you'll even see the baby shit brown color because I don't think it came in many color options.
That's good. My orange Charger was Mango Tango. That was the color of the orange.
Mango Tango.
All right, so
Mango.
that's it. Treats all around. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's fun.
good to think.
So we got treats for MadS. It is streaming on Shudder. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead and do so. All right. We have a few voice messages, but I also have to mention the movie for next week. MZ won't know what it is, but we actually have a guest next week too, Raven Shadow. It's a surprise. Well, not really a surprise, but we will be joined by our pal Anthony Landry next week.
Stop it.
To bring in the new year, and we're going to be talking about a film that harkens back to I don't know, like better days for some of us. I don't know, but we're going to be talking about the film Y2K.
Wait, what?
Oh wow!
Yeah, Y2K is a horror comedy. Yeah, it's a horror comedy, sci-fi. Came out a couple months ago, or maybe weeks. I can't remember. I think it was earlier this month actually. And
It's on Netflix here. Where's it at in the States?
It's hitting VOD tomorrow, or maybe now. It might be up now. I can't remember, but it is.
The makers of Haley's Comet. That's good.
So yeah, we're going to talk about Y2K. I figured it'd be fun to have some nostalgia and think back with our pal Anthony and talk about
Back
Y2K.
when all of your pubes were dark.
What's that, Raven Shaw? You just got like forlorn look on your face.
He loves when I talk about pubes.
I do.
Just Rocky and just anyone?
On the
Rocky is fine.
he eats it like what are the sprigs you put on salad?
Garnish? Croutons? Bacon bits? Bacos.
I know what you're talking about. Like they're almost like pretzel sticks or something, right?
No, I was actually talking about the actual vegetable sprinkle thing you put on it. But
no, I mean I'm more into the Abdul-Jabbar cut. You know this. I like Professor X style, but
Professor X style.
But Don Johnson's pretty cool. What?
What?
Little stubble.
Wow.
I mean, wow. Okay, fine. Merry Christmas.
You know I love you.
I love you so much.
I know. Nobody gets into all the crevices like you.
Oh, God.
They call me the Splunker.
You said you had some fucking voicemails, man. We're just vamping until then.
No, you're not. I'm just fucking.
Here we are.
Do you
We'll make that on our own time. We don't need to take up fucking showtime for this.
I call this the descent. Yeah.
SpongeBob spelunking.
Let me check out those stalactites, pal.
Do you guys? Let's see. Did you guys see? Any of you guys see Zoolander 2?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Do you remember a character? Hold on. Let me find it again. Where'd it go?
The files are in the computer.
How do we get into the computer? Oh.
Okay. Do you remember a character named Don Atari in Zoolander 2? I don't know if he was a major character or not.
Man.
All right, I don't think he was because I'm looking at the cast and he's. Anyways,
Did he voice him?
Just a background.
No, the guy who
model.
directed Y2K played that character. I guess he's mostly an actor, and this is his first the first film he's directed. I recognize him though.
I remember that. I mean, there was so much hubbub during that time that I like to go relive nostalgia for 1999. Back when my pubes were solid colors.
Oh, they were so brown.
Oh, I think he's a Saturday Night Live.
Wait, what is it? I use the bidet, sir.
I think he's a Saturday Night Live guy. I think that's why I recognize him. Yeah, he's been on 183 episodes of Saturday Night Live. So you guys would recognize him. The actor's name?
Yeah.
Well, so he's the director of the movie and also he's an actor, Kyle Mooney.
Oh, Kyle Mooney. He was a writer on SNL for a long fucking time.
Yeah, he's an actor on it as well, but he directed this movie Y2K.
Oh, good for him.
Okay.
So, all right. But yeah, next week we'll be joined by our pal Anthony. We're going to talk about the film Y2K, and we may have some format changes. We'll see if we can get them all in. It might be a work in progress as the year rolls on, but at the very least, I think we're going to try to freshen up the video appearance. So if you've never seen a live show, I think we're going to freshen things up a little bit. Not majorly, but try to get a little something else going on in here. So
Are you gonna have little floating buttholes in the background and stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot all in one take.
Only when you're on.
One shot butthole. I quit. I'm done. I'm done.
All right. So yeah, Y2K next week. Now let me check out the voice messages here. And we got 4 of them. Is that right?
Shit.
Yeah, we got 4 of them. One's a 2-parter. So why don't we go ahead and play part 1 of that 2-parter first?
Oh, is it Creepy Girl?
No.
Oh.
It is from FTM. First time Mike. Let's check in with the man. See what's going on.
What's up, Trick or Treat family? This is First Time Mike. Hope everything is well with you. Happy holidays. Hope you got everything you wanted. But I also want to take a little time to wish my friend, deep breath, the chain smoking, hand kissing, baby shaking, lorazepam loving, former comic book reading nerd, the official smoke machine for Castle Wolfenstein, the pimp of promotions, the Italian rapscallion, the professional bullshitter, the cool principal, the proprietor of the sexy speakeasy, Banana Fingers, Mr. Runtime, Ra's al Cool, and the Parisian brouhaha himself, Mr. Michael Ravenshadow.
Wow.
Hope you have a happy birthday. Wow. That's a lot of fucking nicknames.
That's why we don't do it anymore.
You're always a good pal, Michael Ravenshadow. Happy birthday. Wish you all the best. And everybody else, Happy New Year's. Be safe out there, whatever you do. This is First Time Mike saying good night. Happy birthday, Michael Ravenshadow. And First Time Mike drop out. Bye.
Wow. Ravenshadow.
Oh, dude, I need a fucking minute.
You gotta get that book out.
Clean up on IOU.
Such a brother, and I was talking to FTM over the holiday. Such a good brother rating out of 10. He totally softly brothered me right there, and I totally forgot about Ra's al Cool.
That was pretty dope. When did you use that? I've never heard
I don't
that
know,
one.
but I'm gonna steal it.
Ravenshadow, get the penis pokey out. I'm looking at your intro, and I think let's see. The chain smoking, hand kissing, baby shaking, lorazepam loving, comic book reading nerd, the official smoke chamber for the Lair of Lost Swag, I guess. The pimp of promotions, the Italian rapscallion, the professional bullshitter, the cool principal, the proprietor and secretary of the sexy speakeasy, Mr. Runtime, the Duke of Degeneracy, the glorified grip, and the Parisian brouhaha himself. So wait, which one did first time I call out there? That
Ra's al Cool.
Ra's al Cool. Yeah, I didn't have that on there.
I'm fucking putting that on
That's
my
a
fucking.
good one. You need to reuse that now. Bring that one back.
Oh
to
yeah,
life.
no, I'm putting that on my fucking signature.
Oh,
when I
dude,
come
you
back
need to
to
do
work.
a Halloween costume where you'd wear Ra's al Ghul's garb, but it's like a leather coat and you got a pompadour, so it's Ra's al Ghul.
You think I don't fucking have that?
Well, fucking send me pictures.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a FAP NATO going on in Canada.
The pot calling the kettle fap. What? That makes no sense.
They call him the flap clap.
I got Papa Gino's.
Venus fap clap.
Venus,
Yeah. What do you have?
That's my new radio DJ name, Venus Fap Clap. What?
What'd you say? Papa Gino's?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I could do some pizza right now.
All you can eat? All you can eat buffet, Raven Shadow?
No, but we got a large pineapple pie.
With black olives.
No black olives.
What the fuck?
It was just,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, no. It was lots of things. But no, I got my leftover Papa
At least he's
Gino's
self-aware.
hamburg, and I got pineapple up there, and I got some yeah. I'm hungry.
All right. Well, let's play second message from FTM and see what's on his mind now.
Fucking love that kid.
This is first time Mike again. Just wanted to say, went to see Nosferatu on Christmas Day. Thank you to Monster Zero, who, along with my niece Nicole, suggested I order the tickets early because it was a surprisingly big crowd for the movie that I was not expecting it. I thought it was pretty good, a mix of kind of got scenes, a feel of German expressionism mixed with like dark, like fairy tale almost. I say check it out, and it looks really beautiful in the theaters. Also, that's the thing, Michael Ravenshaw has a lot of fucking nicknames, but I already said that. Again, Happy New Year's, everybody be safe. First time Mike out. Bye.
All right, first time Mike. Very cool, man.
I'm glad he clarified that FTM is first time Mike, because I could have thought that was foot to mouth.
Well, I mean, if you listen to the show more than once, which you have, you know.
I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. He could have extra nicknames too. FTM could mean a lot of fucking things.
See, like you can be mean to the
If you're
list-
anti-Disney, it could be fuck the mouse.
See, you can be mean to the listeners on Force Insensitive, like, because, you know, it's kind of in the name that, you know.
I'm not being mean. I'm just
But
saying.
you know
he
what?
has
Like,
options too.
you know, chill out on first time Mike, buddy, all right?
Yeah, that's my dog.
not
Dude.
being
Yeah, that's our
mean.
brother,
I'm just-
brother.
I'm just saying FTM could mean just as many things as Raven Shadow's nicknames.
But
I'm
it
just
fucking
saying.
does.
It only
it means
means
first
one
time
thing.
Mike.
Yeah, it only means one thing.
You don't know what alternate universe FTM is, man.
We know.
Yeah,
You've
the
been told
awesome
the
verse.
multiverses?
We know. We know all about it. All right. Speaking of people that Rocky says mean things to, let's hear from Evil Corny.
Hey guys, I'm gonna give Heretic a treat. Really enjoyed the film. I'm glad that we're seeing Hugh Grant playing different roles. Majority of stuff that he's done in the past has been romantic comedies. He has been in 2 action films. I guess an action film and a gangster film. He was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. a couple years ago, and then he did had a role in Gentleman, which was pretty cool. But I really enjoyed this film, and I'm giving it a treat. Also, I want to wish Michael Ravenshadow a happy birthday tomorrow.
Right now.
He's
Right
finally
now.
becoming mine and Wolfie's age. You know, I guess I'm a little under 6. He's like 6 months younger than me. But happy birthday, Ravenshadow. And I hope everyone out there has a happy new year and had a good Christmas. Y'all have a good one. Evil Corny out.
All right, Corny. Look at that. Corny was the first person to wish you a happy birthday.
Corny. I mean, I think it might be third after Karanda Misatake, name drop. First time Mike, but also Corny. And Corny actually.
At first time
gave me
Mike,
super
yes.
Sweet.
I will say first time Mike did say it, but it was at when we played at 11:56. What I mean is,
but
after midnight.
I have to say, after midnight. See this fucking retro gung ho figure I got in the mail from Corny? Because I've been living that G.I. Joe collecting life again. Super dope. And he gave me this, and they're over on my mini fridge. But Tomax and Zaymot magnets. That's the same scale as the 3-inch figure from Hasbro. So,
Oh, you can put that in your penis pokey.
Okay, and smoke it.
Well, friction.
But no, I can't wait to open my retro gung ho. And thank you, Corny. You are brother rating out of 10.
Brother rating out of 10. You heard it here first.
Just there, if you want to get on Raven Shadow's good list, you buy him a hoe for Christmas.
Yeah. Ho, 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 ho.
G.I. Ho.
G.I. Ho himself. That's my code name that's my code name at rest stops.
G.I.O.
And speaking of birthday, this is going to seem like a present for you, Raven Shadow, because now we're going to hear from the vegan Prince of Wales, fucking Linus.
Hello, Trick or Treat Radio. It's Linus. How you going? Oh, sorry.
Morning.
Oh, I'm full of sprouts.
Sprouts?
Oh, I can't even drink booze. I'm too full of vegetable matter. Anyway, hope you had a nice Christmas. Just calling in quick to give my thoughts on this week's movies. I recently saw Heretic, and I thought it was pretty good for at least the first half to 2/3 of it. Then the rest of it was fine, I guess, but it was just a little bit predictable. I kind of hoped that he would have like some sort of Lovecrafty thing going on, but as expected, he just turned out to be Richard Jigsawkins. Not to get too spoilery, but yeah, pretty solid treat. And MadS also, yeah, I saw that during October, and it was pretty good fun. Not as intense as 28 Days Later or stuff of that ilk, but a decent wee French sort of zombie sort of thing. Another treat. All right, cheers. Speak to you later.
All right, Linus. Awesome to hear from you, man. And yeah, it seems
what
like
did you say? Jigsaw Dawkins? What was his thing? Back me the fuck up, man. That was good.
It was good.
I love that.
Props to Linus for that one.
Yeah.
So, does he give good beard rub?
What?
The Masculine Raven Shadow of Linus gives good beard rub.
From across the pond?
Yeah, fucking bangers and mash style, dog.
Bangers and mash style.
You got a banger right there in your hand, Raven Shadow.
Yeah. Finger banger.
Do you know what bangers and mash is?
What?
Just trying to just move beyond that, but okay, go ahead.
Do you think I know?
Do you know what bangers and mash is?
Do you not? You never had bangers and mash?
Is it
bangers
and
mash?
Is it awesome, French fries and mashed potatoes, right?
No.
French fries and mashed potatoes? Do you dip
That's an
your
Irish
potato in a potato?
They love their chips over there, dude.
What is a chip?
Fry.
Okay, what is a crisp?
A chip.
Wow, you're actually pretty good.
What is a banger?
What is a banger? Yeah.
A Grafton girl I know.
Come on. Come on, Raven Shadow.
Seriously, you just had.
What fucking year is it? No, he didn't set you up for shit. He doesn't know what Grafton is. What year is it?
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
You have the cousin to a banger in your hand just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, grab that banger. Stroke that banger, baby.
Yes, that's the cousin of a banger.
It's the cousin of a banger.
A banger is a sausage. It's a specific type.
Oh.
So it's a sausage and mashed potatoes.
Wait, a sausage is called a banger?
Yeah.
That's fucking on the nose, dude.
Yes. Well,
No,
that's
it's
not how
not.
you're supposed to eat it, but it can be.
No, it's fine. No, listen.
You're not supposed to snort your sausage there, motherfucker. That's how you get the MadS. That's how you catch the MadS.
Dude,
be careful.
I am totally chuffed. I ordered some spotted dick in the back. That'll be dope.
I'm chuffed because I got some spotted dick.
Are you chuffed?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Actually, my my ass is burned. You know what I just found out?
I hope you guys like the length of this episode. They'll never be this long ever again.
Do you know what I found out? I found out the fucking Titan handsome guy with the green eyes that's playing fucking Jon Stewart. I think he's a Brit.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we talked about that when we talked about Rebel Ridge.
Burns my
what's his name? Something Pierre? I forget his first name.
The Chappier Banger.
Like, like, there's no Americans you could play for the Green Lantern Corps? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's not going to talk with an accent.
Like, oh, I sure like doing the Green Lantern rings.
Well,
I'll make a boxing glove. What?
Like, so you're telling me a person who is from another country who has an accent to us can't do like an American accent?
Oh, acting.
Yeah, look at fucking.
I'm just saying.
What's her name? Not Monica Lewinsky. Linsky. What's her name? Linsky. From Yellow Jackets.
Belushi.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Wait, the black girl?
No.
Oh.
She plays Sasha. Melanie Linsky.
Oh.
She's fucking New Zealand, dude. She's from New Zealand.
Yeah. I
Do you
don't know.
not like her doing an English accent?
I like everybody. I'm just saying that I feel it's
The
made
dude
up.
looks like fucking Jon Stewart. And he's a great fucking actor. He's physical. He can do a fucking accent.
He's the animated series Jon Stewart. Dude.
110%.
If somebody CGI'd and turned them human, that's exactly what this fella looks like.
Yeah, but like I hear Linus, I know he's not from Nebraska.
Right, but he's also not acting.
He's not. Yeah.
So when you hear Jon Stewart in the fucking show or movie or whatever the fuck, he's gonna sound like Jon Stewart.
Whatever the fuck. You have no vested interest in a Green Lantern series, dude?
No, I do, but I don't know if he's gonna show up in the movies or whatever.
Oh, everybody who's going to be somebody is.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, whatever he's gonna.
Fillion's going to be in the show too.
He should be.
Yeah, he's getting a push. No, I'm just saying that, like,
Rocky loves Guy Gardner, by the way, Raven Shadow.
Fuck you. Fuck you. He knows.
He doesn't.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah. Guy is my third favorite Lantern.
That's because
Okay, hold
you
on.
got brain damage.
Hold on. Number 1, Kyle Rayner.
Kyle.
Number 2, it's gonna be Hal, right?
Yeah, it's
or Gnort. Gnort's right there, right?
Gnort.
2A.
Mogo.
2A, 2B. Gnort. Although Kilowog is pretty badass though.
Yeah,
I was going to say Kilowog's in there. But see,
What about
Abin
Sur? Got to be up there, right? Top 10?
Not Abin Sur. No, fuck Abin Sur, dog. No,
I want Raven Shadow to do his hierarchy here.
It's Kyle, it's Hal, Guy, Alan, John, the Wog, probably the Wog.
Kilowog, yeah. Gnort.
Dude,
Jade.
An important one here, dude.
I like Jade. Yeah, I like Green Girls. Yeah, style.
Starfire.
You're forgetting Katmatui, who's number 4 on my list.
Katmatui's great.
The fish head guy, right? Like the fin, the one with the fin.
No, she's.
Oh, that's
she's the one
Tomari.
Tomari.
Tomari
Yeah,
is my third. Tomari is my third. So you
that's
got
stupid. Really?
Hal.
That's a
John,
really
Tomari,
that's a bad hierarchy.
Yeah, it's a bad hierarchy. That's a stupid hierarchy.
Where's
Canadian hierarchy?
Where's Guy Gardner in your hierarchy?
Through face.
Where's Guy Gardner in your hierarchy?
That motherfucker's picking up Mogo's feces out of the universe.
That's rude, man.
Big Chip. No.
Now here's the thing with Guy. Here's honestly
Charles
the thing
Vickers.
with Guy. He's such a dick that it bugs me. However, I will always say this. The only iteration of Guy Gardner, and I'm thinking Nathan's going to make me like him because I think he's going to play it in a way that's going to make me like him. But the only time I've enjoyed Guy Gardner is there was a CGI animated series that came out in the early to mid early 2000s. That was really good, and Diedrich Bader played Guy Gardner in that, and it was fantastic.
All right.
I think he was only in like 2 episodes, but
I can see Fillion doing Guy like Jack Burton in Big Trouble in China.
yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean? Like, and I love John. Like John's dope.
I love John.
John's great, and I think this kid, all jokes aside, because I'm just mad that he's so fucking perfect. This dude's gonna be great. He's gonna be fucking fantastic, and he literally has fucking green eyes.
Aaron Pierre, that's his name. Aaron Pierre.
Yeah, we should just change that.
All right.
I think the guy who's going to play Hal is going to be great. I'm really interested to see him.
Yeah.
All right, we should wrap shit up. It's 12:15.
Yeah.
I'm usually going to bed
shit,
right
it's
now.
my birthday.
It is your
It
birthday.
is. Happy birthday, baby.
Yeah, happy birthday, Raven Shadow.
Nice.
And you staying?
How cool.
Rod's all cool. You got your intro for your birthday. That's like the best birthday present ever. It's giving you the vapors.
The vapors.
All right, so we have to end this. It's fucking long.
Yes, it wasn't my fault.
Rock, was there anything you wanted to add to?
Oh yeah, real fast.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just sum this up. Tomorrow night on Force and Sensitive, you're gonna hear the New Year's Eve song that was asked and requested, but it'll also be out on December 30th on all the streamers and Bandcamp and all that stuff. So if you want to go by and check it out as a cover song, Raven Shadow has had an advanced listen. Yeah, so there's that, and it's just go to any of your streaming services, look for No Man, and you will find that shit on and YouTube as well. And he's yawning, so
Yeah, I feel like
feel like
MZ all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I don't mean to yawn over what you're saying. I just
you
fucking
do.
tired.
You fucking prick. Maybe if I come over there and knock you the fuck out, you'll sleep and not be such a fucking sleepy ass dick when I'm around you. Motherfucker, I bet you'll be late tomorrow because you claim you were sleeping.
Yeah, maybe I will be. I'm gonna chap your banger.
Chap your banger. Oh shit.
All right, I think we should end this. So
yes.
Everyone, if you guys want to, by the way, Rock, is the song that you played tonight, is that available anywhere, or was that just special?
No, but I would like to once again say thank you very much to fucking Monk Bloody for fucking dropping some rhyme on that. He sent me when he sent that to me, he was like, check it out, man. I hope you dig the little Dr. Seuss thing at the tag. And I was like, this is fantastic. So when Swingin' Suze came down here to lay her vocals down, she was like, please tell Monk Bloody that hearing his thing distracted me from doing what I was supposed to be doing on this microphone several times. I love it. So I want to give mad props out to him, dude, because he's kind of what really put the exclamation point on how fun this little track was. And like I said, I wanted to bring it here because your whole community's awesome, but I also wanted to say right now that fucking Corny is one of the nicest dudes on the planet. So there's that. The rest of you guys can all suck a bag of rotten dicks.
All right.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Everyone go listen to No Man. And if you want to hear Suck a Bag of Dicks. And if you want to hear the other song, listen to Force Insensitive on the most recent episode we're going to record tomorrow.
I'm not one to blow my own horn, but this motherfucker is good.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Listen to it.
Rocky's very self-defecating usually, so
I'm self-defecating. I shit myself
yeah.
time to time.
I was waiting for someone to notice that. I meant self-deprecating, but he is also self-defecating. But he usually doesn't say that stuff about his music, so it must be good. So you got to go check it out.
Yeah.
All right. If all goes well, this will be the last near 4-hour Trick or Treat Radio episode ever. Or maybe not. I don't know. Like,
not ever. Slow it down.
I don't know. It's fucking 12:18.
It wasn't my fault tonight.
I'm not saying it was. Two movies. And
I tried my best.
And MZ had a fucking satanic cult show up in his house.
Yeah, it's probably okay. But I mean, like, wait, you're off tomorrow. You get your PTO gimmick going, right?
Yeah, I've had 2 weeks already, and I have one more.
Yeah, and Rock.
I earned all that time.
Yeah, Rock doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? So I'm off.
Wow.
What?
I still have to get up at 7:45.
I play guitar once in a while and then watch fucking Skeleton
Wow.
Crew for 2 days.
Wow.
I love you, Rock. You know, I love you
Wow.
so much.
You know what?
You know how much I love you.
You know what? I am gonna. Oh, I'm just. Oh, fuck,
I love
your ass
you.
is gonna hurt so bad tomorrow.
You know how much I love you.
I know. Here's a little thing. When you guys see MZ again, I'm pissed off I didn't get a chance to get to him too, because I was gonna have him scream something into a microphone for me one day. So, you guys, Happy New Year, everybody.
There you go.
Happy New Year.
There you go. All right.
I love you guys. What do you think? I love you. I love you.
I love you too. I love Jesse too, or Johnny, Wolfie, whoever that chick is.
I love
that
Jesse
brings
too.
coffee.
Whoever.
I love Jesse. She's awesome. That
custom.
She's the one that brings coffee, right?
I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee.
Oh, just me? Who's the person bringing me coffee from inside my own house?
It's your wife. It's your wife.
I haven't seen my wife in hours. What is going on upstairs?
Maybe she's doing some lines of brown fucking drugs.
I don't think that's.
What?
It's
It's a throwback to the movie.
I know it is.
No, Raven Shadow thinks I'm
doing
saying
lines.
something else.
No, I'm just saying you could do better, Wolfie.
Yeah, than this show. I'll try tomorrow on the other show. See how that's any better.
Yeah, good luck, brother.
You know what that's all about.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to talk about Heretic on that show too, because
Jar Jar.
Because Jar Jar showed up. All right, we're gonna end this shit. So Raven Chow, say goodbye.
All right, Rocky. You know I love you long time. Killer Track and Monk was dope as fuck. I liked how he threw in the No Man reference there in the end. It was just fucking dope. And thank you for everybody left voicemails. And I love you, everyone. Live fast, love hard. As we go into 2025, enjoy the guilt.
All right, Rock. Any words of wisdom before we say goodbye?
Enjoy the guilt. The song you heard tonight, GFY, will be coming out on No Man album coming out this spring. It's called Alienated. Look for it. And it's go fuck yourself. Corny.
All right, and that is gonna do it. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Probably not for the whole fucking duration of this, because 4 hours is a long time. But hey, you guys can play fucking penis pokey anytime you want. Oh, apparently Rock's playing it right now. All right, well, that's going to do it. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope everyone has a good end to your 2024. Check out our year-end show dropping on the 1st of January. And we'll do our top 13s and all that good stuff. So next week, as I mentioned, we'll be talking about the film Y2K with our buddy Anthony Landry. And looking forward to that. So come back, join us next week. And I don't know, don't snort your sausage. Don't chap your banger. Ooh. One of those.
It's cold out there.
It's cold out there. It's cold out there, baby. All right, that's going to do it. We'll see you guys next week.